Hello, everyone. I know Chris Gore is not here yet, and Tugs is making a margarita. I pushed her away to make a marg. It's National Margarita Day. So I am starting out this chat all by myself off of my live stream. So, anyways, hi, I'm X Girl. Tugs will be joining us in a moment with a margarita, and Chris Gore, he is out buying some drinks, making real life poor choices. So, is that a great thing? Heck yes. Hi, everyone. We have Arkansas here. Chris Gore for the win. By the way, cheers to Chris Gore for even suggesting this, because we were thinking about doing poor choices, 90 Day Fiance, but he was like, I watched this. We should talk about this. And heck yeah. We are going to. Like, you thought The Bachelor and The Bachelorette were a bit of a hot mess. 90 Day Fiance is like, here's real life where we are, like most normal people. Bachelor, Bachelorette, 90 Day Fiance. Like,
oh my God, these people all need therapy. I said that in our group chat today. I was like, look, we all need therapy, but these people need therapy. Like therapy.
Like, I went to the dollar store to try and find a red flag to be like,
oh my God, I forgot all about that. Oh man.
But
sorry guys. And sorry for not muting my mic.
No, I muted it.
Oh,
don't worry. Just in case Tux is like, F this, F that.
I have my tiny margarita. I only had one little bottle of tequila, and it's a Don Julio bottle that I got because I won a game at a baby shower last year. And it's got this teeny tiny little cork because it's like a Don Julio bottle. And I'm like, I need to save this bottle. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I want to save.
John, people who need therapy make for great drama, which, by the way, I've watched the next Bachelorette, and they have a therapy session.
Bachelorette or Bachelor?
Sorry, Bachelor.
Oh, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes in that. No, that's why.
Yeah. So
30 minutes in that episode. I can't wait to talk about it. I don't know if are we doing that tomorrow?
We'll figure it out. Red Sea, I've never seen 90 Days, so this should be interesting. If you like Bachelor, Bachelorette, you definitely should watch 90 Day Fiance. And let me tell you, Discovery Plus, it's $5 with ads a month or $7 without ads. It is worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. Because now I have Mark hooked on 90 Day Fiance. Mark!
I feel like 90 Day Fiance is way more easier. Like 90 Day Fiance, Say Yes to the Dress, they're a little bit easier for guys to get into because it's just like the whole green card thing is a fascination we all have. And it's like, are these people here for just green cards? And you're like, that one totally is. And then they're not. And you're like, oh, no. Like there's a literal Russian girl on this one. Mail order bride. And the joke is that she's mail order bride, but she's not.
Yeah. Also, I saw in the chat, Alexander Kelly says, "Hail Big Ed." If y'all don't know who Big Ed is, let me show you who Big Ed is. Where is it? Which tab is it? I have too many tabs open.
Sometimes, sometimes, a lot of the times, but then sometimes it's not. And those are the ones that blow my mind because you're like, huh, this makes no sense.
Is Ed. He's Mr. No Neck.
I remember
Sorry.
him. Oh my God, he's that's an old one. Man, he's gotten bigger. He should be Bigger Ed.
Big Ed! Yes!
Big Ed is now Bigger Ed. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the drama? What's going on?
I don't know. I haven't watched this show with Big Ed in a while, and I guess a castmate called him an a-hole after he broke up. Okay, look, Liz is cute. I'm not gonna lie, Ed. I don't think she'd date you.
Oh, that's a green card. I'm just saying.
Jabba that you.
Dude. He's gotten bigger since the last time. I'm pretty sure he's a repeater. I've seen him somewhere.
Oh, yeah. He was dating someone else different than this girl.
Okay. I was like, I've seen him years ago.
See if I can find it. Oh my God. And wait, this. Okay. I'm actually surprised. This is fitter Ed, but also still no neck Ed. I'm sorry to report.
See? He's skinnier there.
But he's still no neck. What happened to his neck? Poor guy.
Well, he doesn't have one, but this is an older photo, right? I'm pretty sure this is when I first saw him. Yeah. This is what he used to look like. And now I don't know what that long hair and that I don't know what that's about. He's gotten way bigger. He's now bigger, Ed. Ed, honey, what are you doing? Ed.
I don't know. Maybe it's actually a thing. I don't know. I just seen the memes.
Remember him specifically stating like a disability or something, but
maybe
he just is built wonky.
Krista and extra girl going to be on 90 Fiance to get the green cards. I'm married, so maybe you'd have a better chance with Krista.
Ooh, that could be like our the big lie. There's always a big lie.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm so sorry. I just need you for my green card. But will you marry my husband instead?
No, he is running behind.
He's the one that suggested this stream, by the way.
Yeah, so if he runs, you guys get to roast him on Twitter because this was his idea.
Oh my god. Here, Andrew says X-Ray has left. Mark is now dating Mario.
Oh man,
it's true. I look like Mario.
Oh my god. Kate.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
He looks like he's about to rob me.
Oh my god, did he shave his face? What is that mustache?
Yeah, he shaved his face. He's allowed to keep his mustache, but he looks like Mario from Mario Kart.
Mario's not allowed near kids.
It's a me, Mario.
You have to make that a new emote or sticker.
I think so.
I take a photo and like Photoshop the Mario hat on it.
Maybe. Oh, what are you doing, Mark? Oh my god, he's standing here with the dog now. Hi, Chris.
Hey, what's happening?
Hi.
How you doing?
Mark is
good. How are you? Do you have your drink?
Yes. Okay.
What did you get?
Well, first of all, I'm on a show called Poor Choices, so I thought I would make some.
Yes.
So, have you ever had like you look in the back of your fridge or your bar and you're like, why do I still have this bottle of that? Why is that still there? And you kind of are like, I just have to get rid of it, and then you'll feel accomplished.
Yeah.
So I have this Bud Light Seltzer Sour.
Oh.
Which
my God.
It's basically like a hard seltzer, but if you ate like a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, which flavor?
That sounds good.
Blue? Is that blue?
It's this is the flavor of this is blue flavor. No, it's blue raspberry. It's blue raspberry.
It's Smurf flavor.
Oh my god. So here we go. Right.
Oh my god, good luck.
I'm gonna delve into it. So
cheers.
Yes. Wait,
I currently have that problem with a bottle of Goldschlager. I don't know what to do with it.
It'll never go away.
Oh my god. So this is what I'll be drinking. I'm just getting rid of some hard seltzer in the back of my fridge.
We are
definitely a poor choice. Woo.
Hey.
Okay. Yummy.
All right. So
he's like,
wow. Arkansas says it's pea water. That's bubbly.
Are you judging the Poor Light or the Bud Light?
Don't judge him. We like.
Well,
could say that about beer. Don't they say that about beer?
Light
What's
beer.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
you
a
drink
new
like
beer.
Poor Light, Bud Light.
There's a new beer I charge that is just tried that is 0 carbs. It's called Next from Bud Light. Yes. I don't work for Bud Light. It's just like I look at like what's on sale, what has the highest alcohol content and the lowest carbs. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. So
you're almost like an Asian. We're trying to get the value of drunk with
What is this?
well,
Frank, what is this?
My girlfriend's all about champagne. She
Yes.
just likes champagne, all about bottomless mimosas.
Yes.
Which is great. You got to find like a bottomless mimosa brunch place that's like
oh
what she likes to do. Which
I
I'm
want to
like,
do that. I want to meet your girlfriend so we can go get schmammered on bottomless mimosas.
well, if you go to my
That's my
Instagram, I used to. She's always like, "How come you don't post more photos of us?" It's like I want to keep like a personal life. I don't want people harassing her. But if you look through my photos and you scroll through, I usually put her. Although I made the mistake of posting a few photos she didn't approve.
Oh yeah,
So, you've been there, right?
We have a big following. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you've been. Yeah. Well, what can you say? But
being a girl.
my girlfriend is responsible for why I am on the show right now because I watch the show and I'm like, okay, I don't watch The Bachelor, but every guy can relate to this. Every guy can relate to this. You're like, all right, I'm going to make you watch Star Wars. I'm going to make you watch, this show, Marvel movies, whatever. We're going to see the new Spider-Man. but I have to watch something that she likes. So here it is, 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days.
Yep.
Which oddly I have grown to really like.
It's enjoy. Like I enjoy watching it so much. I get it.
Okay, you get it.
Wow!
Yeah. Oh my God, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hi, Jeremy.
That's awesome.
Jeremy's gonna watch 90 Day Fiance next.
Oh,
We're gonna get him to watch it.
you know
Oh my
what?
God.
I would love that.
Well, the thing is this, it sort of started as like, I'll watch your show. I'll watch the show. Fine. Then I watch a show and I'm like, I actually get really caught up in it because one, of course, drama, right? There's so much drama. Two, like it's actually really interesting because before the 90 days, you think like, okay, the people that are being courted from overseas, do they really have good intentions? Do they just want a green card? Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing is I feel sorry, especially for some of the people on the US end that are like, well, I just want to find someone to love, whatever. Like they're actually looking for love. So I don't know. I just find that there's so much drama. There's like the travel aspect to it, which I think is really interesting.
Oh yeah.
And like they get like, first of all, I think if you want to be on a reality show, there's already something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you have to have like a couple loose screws because they need to make it entertaining. So
Yes. Well, and I think this one you write into it too. Like, you know, the Bachelor advertises their auditions and stuff, but for 90 Day Fiance, at least the way it used to be back in the day, you had to write in. So it's kind of like Catfish, the show Catfish, where you write into the catfish people and you're like, help me, I'm have this online relationship, I think it's fake. How to help me? Can you help me? And Neve and Max pick your email out of 1 million emails ago. We're going to help this person. It used to be that way. I don't know how it is now, but it used to have to just write into it. Like, so the show, when it very first started, that was the last time I watched it. It was like the first year when it very first started. It actually used to start in that 90 day. You have that 90-day window after getting married or to get married before their visa
to get married. Yeah.
And it's like this. And so they move in, they live together for the 90 days and it's just chaos.
Plan
so this
a
is
wedding.
Really cool watching. Yeah. And so this is cool watching it, the before part.
Which I enjoy seeing that relationship. And if they ever get to the actual 90 Day Fiance part.
Exactly.
Do they
make it? Do they make it? And so there's all that inherent, like, well, are they going to propose? There's sort of a window. So there's so much tension and drama in this short window of time. And then they pick the weirdest. I mean, you had like, what's his name? Big Ed on there.
Yeah.
I follow that guy. He's in San Diego. So I've seen him at San Diego Comic-Con.
Stop.
Yeah. I've seen him walking around because he's a photographer. So
I've seen him and he's
hard to miss.
He is creepy. I've seen him. Really? I saw him in 2014, the very first year I ever went, and some of the girls were like, "We're avoiding that one because
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
he's. I mean, if you push him over and he can't get back up, but so he's like harmless in a sense, but he's a little. What's the word I'm going for? Persistent.
He's like a shark at the club.
The cosplayers.
Like, just dance with me, just kiss me. You're like, yeah, I know I'm drunk, but I don't want to.
Oh my God. But he's such a character. And what's weird is you can see the mistakes that people are making in their love lives in real time. When he like brought, oh my God, it happened like, so he brought the girl he was seeing in Thailand, Big Ed, like a shaver to shave her legs and brought her like a toothbrush because he was concerned that she had bad breath. And it's like I first of all, I felt bad for that girl that season.
Oh my God.
And it was just like kind of insulting to her. And I don't know, but he's such a character. And I don't know. Like a friend of mine said that he ran into him at a bar in LA and like he's
literally
super, he's kind of a tiny dude, which is why he's called Big Ed.
Yeah.
Like 5'5"?
Yeah, I think he's like just over 5 foot, right? Like, yeah, kind of a short dude.
Which explains the neck thing. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah. But I know, like, look, I chose to be on this show. I chose to be on because I've watched and laughed at like senior previous shows, and I know I will never live this down. Ryan Cannell has dirt on me, and it's on me.
no.
Like I'm never gonna live this down.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like he should start a new channel called Reality Outpost.
Yeah.
He could talk about reality
Ryan would
shows.
And I
love it.
think he
Ryan
would have
love it.
so much to say, which would be so entertaining. I would love
Yeah.
to have him do just an episode on Big Ed.
Yeah.
He really could.
Oh my god.
Really could.
Oh
Poor
my
guy.
God.
Poor guy would have to go into hiding.
After Ryan rips in a new one.
He would
No,
never
but
be. He was never allowed to be allowed at Comic-Con ever again.
But yeah, just to see Ryan talk about like 90 Day Fiance, the new episode of 90 Day Fiance, and he with that sort of like angry, like
These people are
I would
dumb.
love it.
Yeah.
Ryan would be hilarious.
Hi, this is Ryan with RK Outpost. Reality Outpost, and I am here today.
Yeah, and tonight the fans of The Bachelor are going to revolt. Like, oh my god, to see that very like all that testosterone, but it's like geared towards The Bachelor. If Ryan did that, oh my god, that'd be hysterical.
That would be hilarious. But I love that you brought up that your girlfriend made you watch this and you're actually
Right.
liking it, because I say that all the time on this show. I'm like, look, you guys pretend, oh, that's so dumb, blah, blah, blah. But my roommate he'll be in the kitchen making food and he'll be like, she did not just do that. Is she stupid? Like, does she want to lose? I can't even believe that girl. Like, and I'm like, what are you even talking? Are you watching? No. Yes, you are.
But this is us in real life with our friends, you know, when they tell us, because we don't get to see what happens, we just see their perspective on it. So when we see in real life what actually happens, then we're like, oh my god, so much more fired up. Oh my gosh, they should have done this, they should have done that. Oh my god, why don't they see this? That's a huge red flag. Why does she take him back?
No, for sure. Like, it's weird that like this show in particular has a way of like, if you watch 20 seconds, you've seen so much. Like their promos kind of repeat information. So if you're lost, you can kind of just watch the last couple episodes and catch up. But they have this storytelling way. And just as like someone that like I work on documentary films and do other projects. So it's like I look and I'm like, how do they convey so much info in 30 seconds? And it's just the promo out to break. So I admire that storytelling aspect of it, but also the way that they choose the people to follow, because they choose people that like this season. Because I think I've watched almost all the seasons of it, like with my girlfriend. It's sort of the sacrifice I make.
Yeah.
And look, it's like 10-1, like what I like to watch and what she likes to watch. And then like, there's the like, this is where it's like, okay, we like watching this together basically because we goof on it. And plus she's way informed about like every Reddit thread about like, well, in real life, this person said this, and like, oh, you've done that too?
Well, I'm like that with Bachelor and Bachelorette. I will listen to
Bachelorette,
podcasts and get like the behind the scenes details on like episodes and the people who are on it and all that, because like to condense like how many hours of footage into 2 hours, not even 2 hours, it's less than that with commercials. How do you do that? You skip out over a lot. So yeah, I get a little nerdy about that.
I love it. I'm like, what?
Well, because you can get more info by following the Reddits or also just like following the person's Instagram, and then you see like, do they follow the person that they were involved with? Do they still follow each other? Like, and then like this season, I mean, we could go through the couples. Now,
we are going to.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
Usman has been on before. I've seen him in a season before.
Oh yeah, Linda.
Oh my god, Linda. Oh,
how did they say her name? Because I didn't actually watch it, but I like Googled him. I Googled old lady because I wanted to show Mark like an older lady with a younger man. And his picture came up, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's been on this before." Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
The new girl is Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I think he used to say Linda. Linda.
Yeah.
Let me
Linda.
find the picture. I'm gonna show because I want you guys to see the
couples that we're
The
talking
couples?
about.
Oh, we should go through them. We should go through them.
We're gonna go through them.
So this is Usman, aka Soja Boy. She said that so many times.
Oh my god.
This is Kim. Who, by the way, I think she is a very vibrant woman. I don't know if Usman's the type that could handle a vibrant woman like that.
She's a lot. She's not as much as Memphis is, though. Memphis, I want to like
Oh,
kick down the stairs.
I'm with you. Memphis is so annoying to me. I just find her so like she just cares about. I feel like she just cares about money and like the contract and this. And if you're not going to marry me, I'm going to break up with you. It's like, well, that's a weird thing to say. Like, yeah, it's bizarre.
I'll share what these two look like.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab this super chat that we got before it goes away because it's the oldest one. JS Pena for $1.99. I saw Pretty Woman. It went how I expected, but good movie. That's a classic. I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, now that it won't go away now. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Biggle says, "Oh yeah, monetized for $2." And Jeremy, congrats on getting monetized. Sorry, missed the stream. Have a great stream, ladies. Thank you.
Yay!
And yes, thank you. So this is Memphis. This is not the person from Michigan, you know, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I have a connection, and we're gonna talk later. I think I can. We'll arrange it, but Memphis is from Michigan. She has 2 kids from 2 previous boyfriends, and Hamza's like this kid who like just graduated college. I don't know if that's his correct age because
which, by the way, no, it's 26.
He's 26.
Right.
Yeah.
In the show, but you don't know, like they filmed it. I think they filmed it like a year ago or almost a year ago.
So maybe he's 28 now.
Right. It's possible that
oh, but she was 34 at the time of filming, so she's older now.
Yeah, but I guess when it's that close, I don't know, under a decade, that's probably okay. I don't know. I'm sure you have opinions on that. So it doesn't, but it bothers her apparently. So.
Which 2 years I don't think is a huge deal, but what she wants is a man to take care of her and her kids.
She's
from
like,
what I understand.
50-50. I'm like, do you though? I don't think that you do.
Exactly.
Which if you're going to date a person, I don't know about Tunisia specifically, but if you're going to find a man who wants to take care of you, I don't know if they'll be from Tunisia. I've never spoken about Tunisia as much as when I started watching 90 Day.
Well, they also, by the way, Tunisia is where they shot Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh.
They shot like the Skywalker homestead was shot in Tunisia, and a lot of the desert scenes, including in Star Wars Episode 1. See, my nerd cred is not completely gone.
I was like, gone. Yep.
Yeah. So he's from Tunisia, and so I'm a little surprised that when they got there, they didn't like, well, let's go visit it because some of those sets are still standing. It's like
it's cool.
Yeah,
kind of like if you go to New Zealand, like they have a whole Hobbit or Lord of the Rings tour that you can do. It's the same. I don't know if there's like an official tour for it, but you can go see the sets and stuff that were built there.
You can, yeah. Cool. I've been to New Zealand once, and I got to go to Weta. This was for work, and then I got to go to the best part. This is going to sound weird. Was the Weta gift shop. It was everything Lord of the Rings you could possibly imagine. Like stuff they don't sell, like they only sell at the store. So that was pretty awesome.
Chugs is like,
I love Weta. Look, they're my favorite booth. Well, they used to be, not so much anymore because they don't really do a whole lot at Comic-Con, but they used to have an amazing booth at Comic-Con. It used to be full of Lord of the Rings, just like gorgeousness that I could never afford, but it was awesome. And I love their booth.
Wait, Mark, you've been to Tunisia? How did I not know that?
Wait, who are you talking to?
My husband. He just in the chat just said, I've been to Tunisia. Oh no!
Star Wars?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
He told me
yelling down the hallway.
I forgot. Whoops.
Now, did you wait, X-Ray Girl? When you watched this show, did you watch it with your husband? Did you watch it with Mark?
So I watched some of the episodes because there were so many to catch up with. I think 10 episodes, and they're like an hour and a half each. So he caught like some bits in this, and he goes, "Oh my god, I need to have this boot camp for these guys and teach them how to talk to women because they're just saying all the wrong things."
I agree. I think that some of these, and like, because my girlfriend and I will talk about it and mostly laugh at how, but you see like how like Gino, my two, like Gino is the guy that won't take his hat off.
Yeah.
Because he's bald and he's not like I mean, last night his hat got taken off by Jasmine. You saw that, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
She ripped his hat off. He doesn't look that bad without the hat. He looks like he could be like a Patrick Stewart type,
Like he's not horror. Like he's just average looking dude. Like
Well, here's my thing with all of these, except for Alina and Caleb.
Oh my
because
God.
they're the off the wall couple in this one. But for the most part, if the more you watch this, a lot of these people are the same type of people. Like Gino is quirky and awkward, and he's older and he's alone. We've got a few of those. We've got the girls that are overweight and unhappy and kind of nerdy, and that's Ella. And you've got your moms with multiple kids, which we've got what's her bucket?
Memphis.
Jimena, and you've got Memphis.
Even Kim,
Well, Kim is older, so but the more you watch this, you kind of see the patterns, and for the most part, these people tend to be pretty stereotypical, where they're very overweight, they're super dorky, they're kind of awkward, not a whole lot of social interaction, or they're trying to find somebody to help support them because they've got a bunch of kids.
Yep.
And you're kind of like, oh, okay. So it's kind of the psychology of it too is very fascinating. We talked about it when I was in college very briefly in my psychology class. He was like, these shows fascinate me as a psychologist because, wow.
It's absolutely
insane.
What's interesting is how much following them amplifies their personality traits. Like you see, like with certain of the characters, there's kind of a desperation, right? Like they want to get married. They want to have they want this sort of handled or someone to take care of them. I don't think that Jasmine realizes that, Gino is from Canton, Michigan, which Canton, Michigan is one of the most boring, not to my own state. I mean, I'm from Michigan originally, but it's like Canton is Canton, Michigan. Come on. Like it's surprising to me how many people on the show this season are from Michigan. Seems kind of odd.
You don't really get that many. Yeah, you don't really get that many from that area. One big area like that. It's pretty
then there's one guy, this guy Ben, who's religious or whatever, who found there's always one where you think it's a catfish.
I thought it was a catfish. Oh my God.
She wasn't going to show up. I really did. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. You feel so bad for him. But then Ben and Mahogany, which, okay, come on. Those photos that he was showing off.
They were so fake. Oh my God.
You can tell her photos were fake.
It was like a Snapchat. Let me see if I can find it.
She definitely had filters and stuff on for sure. And I'm like, I thought she was going to show up and look more like Ella. I figured she was probably real, but she probably didn't look anything like the photos. And so I was shocked when she actually walked in the door and I was like, oh my God, that is her. I mean, mine is the filter, but.
She's attractive, but not like with those filters. She over filtered it, which she actually really didn't need to.
No, she didn't.
She's fine. Yeah.
$5 from Chewy. Shout out to the hotties and tugs, Extra Girl, and Lauren Leal, who stays true with this Mexican. Also, what's up to Ben from Better Media on Twitch. Okay, yeah, I did read that right. All right, I'm just making sure. Thank you for the $5. Okay.
And Spider says, "Congrats on taking my money." Thank you, Spider.
That's great.
We'll always take your money. Thanks.
So this is the pictures.
Her. That's the pictures that are on there. That might be her, but like, what app would you even use to make that?
Snapchat.
Instagram and Snapchat. Oh, the filters on these things right now are bananas. If you ever get a second, just go through them all the next time you're on. If you have Instagram or have your girlfriend do it, that's a filter. Or it might even be like a Photoshop app, which is possible. But these filters nowadays
they're insane.
Ridiculous.
They're absolutely insane. And then I love how the kids, when he showed them the pictures of Mahogany, they're like, that's not real.
Yeah,
that's not real.
The kids were they're probably about what, 17 around that age?
They're at the age that uses the filters.
Yeah.
And I just felt so bad. Ben, he's like explaining to his ex-wife, who he was with for a long time, his children, and he's trying to justify to them, he's in his early 50s. I'm going to go off on this journey to meet this super young girl that's around your age. Like, it just felt so, that was one of the most cringe moments from the series, was him like sort of coming out to like his family of like, and you just saw like, dude, you're an idiot. And why would you put your family through this? Here are your kids. And they're saying, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. And the ex-wife is just like, I don't know. You're a moron.
He was in another relationship with another younger woman before that, like,
Oh yeah,
changed him or something, right?
Yeah.
Like you've changed before. How are you not going to change now? And I see the same thing.
And then his was catfish before in between that. So he had the super young girl. When he promised his kids he would never do that again because it was a bunch of drama. He didn't really go into specifications, but it was a bunch of drama. And he was like, I'll never do that again. So here he is again. But in between these two relationships, he flat out admits that he got catfished by a woman who was younger. And it turned out to be like a 35-year-old man from Africa. Like a Nigerian prince, or whatever it was he said, like that kind of a situation. So he's already been catfished before. I mean, bless him. Honestly, he's the oldest guy on the show. He's 52. And bless him for putting himself out there. But
like, also, he is not a bad-looking dude either.
What was funny was she was complaining how he wasn't as good looking when they met on last night's or the Sunday night's episode.
Yep.
Like, oh, he's not as good as his photos. And he had like these underwear model photos, which I don't know. Is that a full-time job at that age? I don't think so.
I mean, there's a niche for it, but I mean, he's a handsome guy, and you can tell like he's definitely that he's been single and he's really changed his body, and so like he's trying to live vicariously through his younger self because he didn't get to do that because he was married for so long.
And also he was in a
That's where
cult.
he's coming from. I get it. I understand. It's like a midlife crisis in the best way, but he's very handsome. But it just, honey, therapy.
No kidding. It's
Please.
just we sit there and like we'll watch it and just yell at the screen at like just how dumb some of these people are.
Victory.
See, look.
Yes. Love it.
That's so cool. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, this show is just like there's an intensity about it because there's like you've got this window of time to either make it work or not, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, it's like speed dating. And then like, well, are the motivations real? And like, for example, like with, some of the couples you go like, okay, this person is genuine. They're really looking for love. They want a commitment. They're real. And then you look at others and you're like, oh, no. He's taking advantage of her or the opposite or whatever it is. Like you see it and it's like, it's interesting how like following them around, you see how it amplifies. The only one that I can't figure out is Caleb and Alina.
I think that one is genuine. Well, at least on her end. I don't really know.
Maybe for her, but this guy, he admitted that he's slept with over
100
women. And
yes.
I'm like, all right.
Where Arizona people at? Bagels, do you know this guy?
So Mark, as soon as he saw it, he was like, she was literally a notch in his belt. He just wanted to do it with a small person once in his life.
Yep.
And I kind of agree with that.
I'll agree with that.
I think that's what he was after. First of all, I was already put off by the man bun. The man
his
bun
hair is so long. And it's not like Dan Vasque long.
Guys, I was like, this looks like Dan Vasque, but his face
he were a douche.
No,
Dan Vasque a douche, he'd be this guy.
Put up. And quarterback Garrett can, I would argue for him. This
pull it
guy,
off better than him.
Because he fulfills the cliche when he was sitting there like doing like he was like, just sitting there like just in some trance, whatever, and like lighting incense. And he was
God, he's like, I'm just feeling the energy right now, and it's just not feeling very good.
It was so torture. And then I feel bad
say,
for this. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just feel bad for this girl, Alina, because I feel like she kind of really fell for him and she was genuine and, and I like that she has like this confidence, like, I have this disability. I don't give a shit. This is me. Who cares? And her gay friend is hilarious.
Oh my God.
He made Elijah. Oh my God, bitch. Like,
I was getting on my nerves by the end of it though. I was like, can you just
dial it back a bit. But I thought he was funny because he kind of like brought her out of her shell, you know. So I felt like he was actually a real supportive friend. But I think he had eyes on Caleb.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, he did walk in on
I can
them
see that.
and midway through the throws, right? Remember
Right,
that?
right.
Glad
Oh
they
my
didn't show it on
God.
TV.
And then he's like, I liked it.
Oh, I liked what I saw.
I got that vibe too. I
Oh
was like,
my
I wonder if
God.
Elijah's trying to move in on Caleb because he's too angry. Like there's intervening as a friend, as a best friend, and calling people out on their bullcrap. But he was aggressive about it. Like, I don't know. I just don't know about that one. And then the other thing I found interesting about the two of them is this last episode, Caleb finally is like, you know what? I don't see a relationship with this. And of course it breaks her heart. But one of the things that Caleb, and I have to give him props because he was honest with her. He was like, look, I just don't know how I can fit, or if I'm going to be able to, or if I'm going to be willing to, for in the long run, to give you the kind of care and take care of you that you need. Because he's a big active guy. He works out at the gym. He hikes. He climbs rocks. He does all of this stuff. And there's all stuff that
He
you
loves
just
traveling.
cannot do. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's just stuff that she can't do. It's not to fault of her own. And she's obviously can function. You know, she's not, you know, unable to function, but there are some limitations there. And so I give him props for being honest and saying like, look, this is going to affect my life. Whether you think it's rude or not, that's the bottom line. And she got mad about that. But I'm like, you have to think about it. I was like, her dwarfism is very extreme. Like her legs are bent wonky. She has to wear special shoes. You know, she's not like Peter Dinklage, who's just tiny and he can run around all day and wear heavy armor on the set of Game of Thrones and whatever. Like he's got dwarfism, but it's not as extreme as hers is. Like she has to be in a wheelchair and all that stuff. So that is something that I think that it hurts, but she's got to consider that too, you know, on her end and the men and her future prospects if they end up not getting
But
together.
she was not honest about how much care.
No, and she wasn't. She was
like,
not honest.
I feel like, you know, if you're honest with that, then you're at least starting off on a really like basic level. Like, I get it. This is what I'm going to have to do. He's just lucky Elijah was there because imagine him having to figure that out with a wheelchair and all that. I don't know if they would have. That relationship would have ended a lot earlier, which I mean, I guess that would have been better.
Yeah, probably better for her mental health. Poor thing. I like her a lot. I really do like her.
She's very sweet.
I do. I like her too. I just like that she's like not letting whatever her so-called disability is like get in her way. And she does have like she really is beautiful looking, right?
Yes.
Like I mean, but I think for Caleb, I think it's kind of for him just a kink and a notch on his belt. Like when he admitted like that he'd been with like all these women, it's like his intentions are fly there, have an adventure. You know, he can now say that he's been with this type of girl and that's it. Like I felt bad for her because I felt like she seemed really genuine. And the other aspect of the show that like on a side note that I really like is when they get to explore other countries. I mean, it's not a travel show, but like when they went out and they went to that market and they went and like
it was kind of cool.
Because my girlfriend and I just booked our first vacation in years.
Ooh, where are you going?
I can't wait. We're going to Hawaii. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun.
That's so
but
fun.
It's like, we look at it and it's just like, oh man, because I just like before the pandemic, I used to travel a lot, right? Like I would go to a lot of film festivals and go to different events. And like, I haven't traveled in very much at all in years. So watching the show, it's so cool. You get like they're in Tunisia and they're doing this. And it's like you see the characters, like how they react to the local environment. Like, are they down to try stuff? Or are they kind of like, oh, where's a McDonald's? I can't eat that.
Like, oh my God, Memphis with the fish. God.
Yeah, no, I won't eat that fish. The head, like
the
look, I'm not a foodie, and my girlfriend's gotten me to be more adventurous food wise, but like, man, like she's just so Michigan to me. Like, come on, like, you know, come on, put yourself out there. She should have some. Look, if she's going to marry this guy, Hamza, she should have an appreciation for his culture, his religion, the food, like his family. And I felt like she had no respect or interest in any of that. It was all about her. See, now I sound like one of those people who watches these shows too much.
Yeah.
No, but I think in general, it's true though, because
no, it's true.
It's like you want to respect a person for the things they believe in, the things that they want to do in life. And if you can't, then do you really want to be with that person? Or do you want to be with the idea of having a husband? Which I think, at least for Memphis, she likes the idea of a husband. But is Hamza the person she wants to be with? I don't think so.
Nope. Nope. And they have you see the certain sort of differences in the language barriers. Like Hamza can speak a little bit of English, but then you see like Mike and Jimena, the fact
they're using a little translator.
Okay, here's what bothers me about Mike and Jimena is learn Spanish. It's the easiest language to learn. I took it in high school. I took a couple years in college. Like it's the easiest. My girlfriend occasionally she tries to get me to speak Chinese, and I'm like, I'll do my best. Like
it's a hard language. I know
it's a hard language. I think like French and Chinese are two of the most difficult languages. But like, dude, Mike, you're going to marry this girl, and she has 2 kids. Like, learn a little bit more Spanish. Like, they have programs, you can do it. And when he talks into that translator, it's so. I find it like kind of like disrespectful to her. Like, you should learn a little bit more.
Yeah. I agree.
All he knows is "Te amo."
Yeah.
Te amo.
I don't know how I feel about him. I don't know how I feel. I feel like he's just super naive. And I feel like she was calling him like an old man and stuff. I'm like, you guys are 10 years apart. He's not that old. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. Maybe that's a 34 in me, but 34-year-old in me. But I'm like, y'all are only 10 years apart.
But the way he was acting, like in the last episode when she had gone out to party till like 9 a.m., which albeit I will say is pretty late because I'd say 4 o'clock is my like latest, 5 o'clock maybe. I don't usually see sunrise when I go out to party, but like he does have to understand there are cultural differences between Americans and Colombians. So he's just thinking me. I came here when she didn't even ask him to go there.
Exactly. Like when he just sort of showed up and she's like, well, I'm going out to party. You can come with us. And I don't know. It just, I feel like also he's kind of dim. Like actually, if you checked his IQ, I'm going to guess it's like under 100. He just doesn't like, am I wrong? Like he doesn't seem that smart. And then he's talking to like his grandfather and like his family.
Grandfather's smart.
And they're like, well, she wants money for a breast to get her breasts
augmented.
Augmented. And they're like, yeah, no, she just wants you for the money.
And I love what the grandfather said. She'll love you as long as there's money. What happens when the money's gone?
Right.
Exactly.
And if she's trying to get a liposuction and she's trying to get a breast augmentation, which means bigger for those of you who are not familiar, she's obviously planning ahead for the future for when she leaves him and she's already got a hot body to snag the other one.
That's the next guy.
Ding, ding, ding.
As Jasmine says, I am going to get the sugar daddies of sugar daddies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Like she dated all these guys she dated. And here's the other thing too that has me interested. You tell him this story about how you dated a Sicario, which is a hitman. You dated a Sicario and he threatened to hurt you and like all this stuff. And all of a sudden you haven't heard from him in a couple years. And now all of a sudden you want to be a model and get a have you not heard from him for a couple of years, or are you doing all these things so that you can go to the States and make money for him? Have that connection.
I didn't even think of that.
Get your green card so that then he can come over and have dual places he could work. I have questions.
Honestly,
I'm just saying we all know what comes from Colombia. I'm just throwing
right. That sounds like a really bad Hallmark movie. They moved to They moved to the United States, and then suddenly, like, the hitman comes after, to get his kids back. I mean, like, and he didn't even seem all that face, and then he came up with some excuse like, "Well, I have ADD," which I actually, believe him. I think he has some form of ADD, but
he's a mess.
Like the fact that he was like. And I guess I feel for him a little bit. I feel like you want to be further along in the relationship before you pass gas in front of your in front of your significant other, you got to be further along. And when they like went to that little excursion vacation and he just went on, they sort of laid on the bed and he went like, you could feel that. Like,
oh my God.
Remember that? Like,
When
Yeah.
he farted, oh my God.
That wasn't even an accidental one. That was one of those that you knew it was coming and you went for it anyways. I
And
was
then
like,
he just giggled. He's like,
and he was just like, and then like, I mean, I feel bad. I feel like this guy is like I said, he's definitely riding the short bus, but
Yeah.
like I feel bad from the standpoint of, I feel like he really does want to try hard, but this is the best he can do. This is the best this guy can do. Right.
mm-hmm.
And she's like, look, I got 2 kids, and he's already sending her money.
Yeah.
Oh, pays half the rent, paid for a fridge, paid for a new range. What else did he pay for? A rug.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay. I will say that if I saw this where someone tracked poop into the house, would I be happy?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
She's like, is that poo?
The guy's a mess. He's just not aware. He's not aware of literally anything. Like he just, it's like he only sees here. He has no awareness of his surroundings. He just kind of is his own little, and I think that that's a way he was brought up, maybe, unless he's certifiably got something wrong with him, but he just, no spatial awareness at all whatsoever. He can walk right into a boulder and not realize that the boulder was there, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think that's probably contributed. Also on top of that, his sibling back a couple episodes before he left. They're both volunteer firefighters, but I don't know if the sibling was a real firefighter, but he was taller, more handsome.
Yeah.
And I think that gives that sends you into a complex, which is why he is on the show.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're right. With the sibling, especially if he's older. It's always
he's
harder.
The older one. Yes.
Yeah. It's always harder when you're sibling. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
So I mean, poor guy. Maybe he just needs to up his confidence a little to a lot more. And I think he wouldn't do bad for himself. I mean, yes. Short people technically have a little bit of a harder time because women, and I've been there too, where like I need them to be 6 foot at least.
Yeah.
And then you find out that people who are 6 foot at least have that like mentality where they're just, I don't know how to explain it, too full of themselves. Not all of them, some of them. But
it's so funny. It's so funny because odd thing, I was listening to Megyn Kelly's show. Do you ever listen to her show?
Sometimes, yeah. I like her a lot.
So she had some expert on. They were talking, I don't know, Megyn Kelly went into like her dating life, which was interesting. And she said that like the thing that women tend to lie about when they date is their age, and men lie about their height.
Yep.
So
agreed.
When Megyn Kelly met her husband is 6'2", and she's like, "Oh, you're 6'2". You seem way taller than 6'2". And he said, "No, it's because I'm actually 6'2". So because guys will lie about their height.
That took me a
No,
second.
it's so true. It's so true. I remember when I started dating online that you always had to minus at least an inch from what they say. They say they're 6 feet, they're 5'11", 5'10", 5'9". And it's just, it's fine. Like now, especially like I've, at that point before I met Mark, I've dated so many people, and just the tall people have this complex where they can get any woman. And yes, that is true in some ways, but is it the type of man/woman you want to date? No.
Yeah, no.
So you'll learn eventually. Height is not where it's at.
What's interesting is that because I've watched several seasons of the show. Again, this is a guilty pleasure. My girlfriend and I, every Sunday night, it's like, okay, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. But it's like, what's interesting is the people that are on the show that are in America, they get paid. They actually do get like a fee, like an appearance fee to be on the show. So they're getting like a rate to be on the show, right? So if they quit the show, they stop getting that money. Because there have been couples that like, it's not going to work. And they like, well, like halfway through the season, they like end it and they're not on the show. That's happened before. But the people that are overseas, they get nothing. They don't get anything to appear on the show. They just get to be on television. So for like Usman obviously, like I kind of see like Usman as like a really successful like local musician, right? Like in America, he would be like, oh, cool, he plays at this club on Tuesdays, right? Like he's actually pretty good.
He is. I kind of like his stuff.
I actually like him because I feel like he's genuine. I just think that he makes very poor choices. Just
I think he also is trying to figure out a way to get his music overseas too.
Right. He's trying to get his music out there so it's good exposure for him. But he has a thing for like older white ladies.
I'm going to pull up a picture, y'all, of the previous lady he was with.
Oh my God. She's kind of the same. She's kind of
but just blonde.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She was a firecracker. Yep. Oh my God. Lisa.
Oh my God.
Lisa.
Which, like, look at the difference. They're pretty much same looks.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like Betty and Veronica if they were AARP class.
He definitely has a type. I don't really know what it is. Although he did write that song for that girl Zara, and she was
gorgeous. Let me see if I can find a picture for you.
Though. So obviously he's trying to get something with America. I don't know what, but
yeah, he's trying to. I feel like he's trying to get to America. He wants a woman who will support him and go through his career. What I really love though is like when Usman like gets in these conflicts with like the guys who work for him, and you see like these sort of like weird petty conflicts, like, hey, you guys, and he's got this great Nigerian accent, which is really awesome. Like I don't know, I find something about him endearing because I think he is being honest, and like we're being pressured into having sex, and it's like, no, you have to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he does all the whole shebang, and I'm just like,
right. Yeah.
So this is Zara.
Oh my God.
That's Zara. That's his last girlfriend before this older
who he
Kim.
made a song about.
He wrote a song about her, and he talks about how he's still in love with her and whatever, but I guess she got really jealous. I don't know if she could be any more jealous than Jasmine gets, but well, whatever. That girl's crazy. But he said she got really jealous about his female fans, and he had to break it off because he just couldn't handle the jealousy. Which I guess
not just a song, opened up a whole chain of stores across America, named after her.
What?
Nothing.
Hold on. What?
What is stores?
Zara.
Oh,
you never shopped at Zara?
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
European clothes. Yeah.
Okay.
The Zara? Oh my God, I never would have made that connection.
That was the dumbest joke, which is why this will be my one and only appearance on Poor Choices.
Oh.
No, you know what? I'll come on again if Ryan Cannell comes on. If Ryan comes on, and we could, what is this? I mean, it'll be hysterical if he would watch.
Well, we'll make it happen when it's just one episode to make him watch. His time is very precious.
Right.
We'll see what he says with the one episode.
Now y'all got me looking on the Zara website. It's a real thing, by the way. Zara.com.
Wait, you've never shopped at Zara? Like I thought that.
Oh, I love Zara.
All women shop at Zara.
No, I'm
like
poor.
My girlfriend is like a Zara ninja.
I've never.
She'll go in. She'll like order stuff online, return it in the store. She'll order stuff online to like try on, and then it's like, I don't like it. Boom, return it to the store. So she has like this whole system. She's like, I checked, I can get it cheaper online. She'll return it 3 weeks later and like save like 50%. Like look, if you ever do a shopping show, you should have her on. She'll give you like all these tips.
Oh, I'm gonna take her with me to go to Zara. I don't even know.
Okay, we'll do breakfast mimosas and then go to Zara.
That sounds at Zara, and then we're gonna tell everybody that it's the Zara from 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, well, she got excited once we were watching the movie Shin Godzilla. Have you ever heard of Shin Godzilla?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's just one of the Godzilla movies, one of the more recent ones. It's actually one of the better ones, if you ask me. And in the movie, she got super excited because one of the characters says, hey, is there a Zara here? And like Godzilla's destroying the city. They actually reference Zara in a Godzilla movie. Got her very excited.
That's
That
funny.
was great. So now
that would be me. I need to pick my
So-
forever afterlife outfit. Thank you. The
Well,
giant lizard.
she tells me all that stuff. To me, it's like when she goes shopping, that's just my excuse to go to my favorite dive bar and just watch sports.
Yeah,
So it's like,
there you go.
go to Zara, take as long as you want. I'll be at the 35er. I'll be having some drinks and hanging out with dudes. Like, we're just like chilling. Like, when you're done shopping, join me and we'll get some chicken wings. So
That's
yeah.
amazing.
There
I
you
love
go.
that.
that.
And then
But
by
I
the time you're done shopping, you're hungry. At least I'm hungry when I'm done shopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Because then I can get food and drink at the bar you're at. Boom, done. Nailed it.
Well, we call it rock and roll shopping, which is when you drink and then go shopping. So you
Ooh.
yeah, it's great. It's great.
You
I don't know how
do?
much you can do it now, X-Ray Girl, because you're still in Canada. And
Well,
are things
we
opening
go
up? Are things opening
shopping.
up? But things are opening up, right? It's like
Yes.
starting to get like
Passports are going to be gone soon.
Yay!
At least in
what?
Ontario.
Real?
Yeah.
Does
I
that
kind of
mean
wish
I
I
can
was.
come visit you?
Unvaccinated travelers still have to quarantine, which you can quarantine at my place, but I don't think they'll let you. They'll probably make you go to the hotel.
You know, I'm just gonna sneak across the border. I feel like
Go
Well,
hide
hopefully
her in my
all this
trunk.
stuff by the spring is mostly over by the spring.
I'm hoping so, because it's just okay. To get into it, not happy about the way the world is, especially Canada, and I want it to be over. I
Yeah.
don't like this discourse in the world.
No,
our
I'm
country.
I'm with you. I'm done. I never stopped going to movie theaters. I just went to drive-ins.
Yeah.
So, and then
Our
yeah.
drive-in even closed here in Vegas. I was so mad. To be
Really?
fair, nobody really goes to it anyway, but
No, but it's super fun. You go to the drive-in, you bring your own food,
Yeah,
you
it's
bring your
fun.
own drinks, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it's fine.
great.
You know, you see movies, also movies you don't really care about that aren't great are actually fun at the drive-in. You know, if it's like,
Yeah.
it's a bad movie. Like I'm seeing this movie Thursday, Studio 666. The Foo Fighters are in it. Have you seen that trailer?
No.
Watch the trailer. It's weird.
Oh,
Watch the-
I didn't know
watch
the Foo
Red
Fighters were
Band
still
trailer.
around.
Studio 666 stars the Foo Fighters as themselves in a horror movie. And it's really freaking weird. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
That
be
sounds like a masterpiece. I'm gonna Google it so I don't forget later.
So it's actually
No, check it out.
scary or comedic.
So like I do a live stream, a Friday morning live stream on Fridays. I just started doing this. I talk about it like I've been doing it for years. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out how to, do YouTube. But like, no, we started doing this like this year, just like every Friday. It's like what movies opened in theaters, and I haven't seen them all, but one of my colleagues at Film Threat, Alaning, he'll see some of the movies. So Studio 666, that's my movie I'm seeing this Thursday, so I can't wait.
Oh,
The trailer's awesome. Check if you like.
I'm
like,
so
gory,
excited.
weird horror movies. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
I love terrible horror movies. Like the Sci-Fi Channel is one of my favorite things to do on Saturday nights at like 9 p.m. with their new sci-fi original movie.
Well, I love the Sharknado series. The Sharknado series is great.
Oh my god, I love watching. Like it's so good and bad all at once.
bad.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the shark coming out of nowhere to eat you in the air, and you're like, ah, that's scary.
And that's not
But
even
I-
their dumbest one. I think my favorite dumb shark one is the one zombie shark where it can go through any body of water. Oh yeah, and it even comes out at one point through the storm drain, or not the storm drain, but bathtub drain, and eats somebody in the bathtub. It's
Stop.
great.
The bathtub drain is too tiny. How is the shark supposed
it's
to
a
get
ghost.
there?
It's a ghost shark, not a zombie
Oh,
shark.
a
It's
ghost shark.
Ghost
And as
shark.
long as there's water,
Oh my
it can
God.
it can travel anywhere if there's water. So like at
Like
one
a-
point they're standing on the road and they're like, "Oh, we're going to be safe. It's okay." And then the guy goes, "Oh no, there's water." And they all turn dramatically and there's like a puddle of water on the road. And just as they go, "Oh, we should run," the shark comes out of the puddle and eats him.
That is just ridiculous.
There's a whole genre of bad shark movies
So
that
dumb.
I know way too much about. There's one called
Shark
Ouija
Tug.
Shark about people who summon a ghost shark
From a
entity
Ouija?
through a Ouija board. Then there's another one called Jurassic Shark.
Yes.
And one of my favorite ones is Noah's Shark.
I've not seen that
Noah's
one.
shark.
It's so bad. Like all these movies are terrible. I feel like that's a whole genre.
You
unto
know what?
itself.
I like the more terrible the better, because it's a fun movie and you're not serious and you're like it's funny and scary a little bit, but
I love
Uh,
scare tactics as a kid, and I miss it. What's another bad shark one? Oh, Santa Jaws. Did you watch Santa Jaws? Santa Jaws.
I haven't heard of Santa Jaws.
Oh my! I think it's on Amazon Prime. You gotta watch it. It's cause Santa Jaws, and it's a shark that has a Santa hat on, and it's the best.
Oh my god.
So good. Oh man. Anyway, sorry, we detoured. Sorry.
we detoured.
No, Detour
Okay.
is good.
Detours are great. So, who do you think, Chris, are
Yes.
actual couples that both like each other or love each other? Because I think that's one of the hardest
Oh.
things to assess with these couples, because you think that the person from the other side are cheating them or whatever, but like, do you think they genuinely, the two of them, are actually into each other?
Okay, that is the best, and that is the question that the reason we're watching the show is to answer the question you just asked.
Yep.
That is the question. Like, who is genuine? What couple have the best intentions toward actually having a relationship and being together? And I feel like we should go through each couple, and each of us can kind of like give our assessment
Yeah.
of like which one, because let's face it, all of them are train wrecks.
Yes.
Every single one is a train wreck, right? Like, it's like all like for various reasons, different levels of train wreck. But what couples, because they always do, like, I don't know how many seasons you've watched, they always do like a wrap-up show, and the wrap-up show can not only be like, sometimes it's like 3 parts.
Yes, it's so true. All the laundry gets aired. All of it.
Yes,
I
they
love
get
it.
together. It's been after the show is aired. So it's funny because after the show is aired, and this is what's so crazy. Like Memphis, like they had sex when they got together, Memphis and Hamza.
Oh my god.
So like the mom is gonna watch the show and find out all this.
Then
Like,
you like her.
I'm just telling you the secret. So all the secrets, if the couples watch the show, they're going to be things they know that they weren't like honest about.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get to the reunion show, I feel like we could go through all the couples and like, okay, who's together, who's not, who, like, what's real, what's not. We should just, go through it.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess we can start with Usman Soulja Boy and Kim. I'm going to say that because of his background, Nigerians can have multiple wives, girlfriends, whatever. It's as real as it is for him, because he probably has other women. It's real for her. It's real for her, for sure. But she's just one of the girlfriend's wives or whatever at this point. Girlfriend, I guess, since they made it official this past episode.
Oh yeah. That was so weird. I was like, is he being pressured? Is he like sometimes
oh my god. When she's like, I'm not going to use sex as like a thing to hold over you and beg for it, and like you have been.
Exactly.
Have
He's
been.
like manipulating her but with not doing it, like teasing, not in a fun way, but just like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with you, but we're gonna put these pillows.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a wall. Oh my god. And how so I didn't watch with Lisa, but when he was like, I'm gonna give it to you the African way. Yummy, yummy.
What does that mean?
Like,
in the
what is-
African way, it will be 2 years and we'll still be doing it. And we're like, what? What does that mean?
You know a yam is hard.
Oh yeah, we're yams. Ugh. Oh,
Yeah,
girl.
the thing that really struck me is when Kim showed up, how desperate she was to win him over by bringing him not just like, here's a brand new computer and a
Oh my
PS5.
god, and a PS5.
I'm
I
like,
can't even get a PS5. How did she get that? I want to know her secrets.
well, her secrets is just pay, $1,000. That's how you get a PS5.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah, she does.
Exactly.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I feel like they will not last. Like,
No.
the relationship will end when she flies back to America.
Yeah,
Then he's gonna do what a cinematographer would say is called a slow fade. He's just gonna slowly fade into the distance, and Soulja Boy is gone.
A slow ghosting.
A slow ghost. Slow ghost.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Either way, like he's just gonna. He got the PS5. He got the computer.
Mhm.
Which
Like,
is so expensive, by the way. A Mac laptop. Holy crap.
yeah, and like what did he mention that he wanted those things? And like, I feel bad for her. And then like she dials up her son on Zoom before they're about to bang to get his approval.
Yeah.
How? That was so cringe.
Oh, it was
That
so
was
awkward.
cringe.
And then she went into full-blown mom mode, which she wasn't wrong. His
Right.
team are a bunch of messes, but he goes to shoot a music video and his team, his two friends that are also his like producers, they're losers, but that's a whole other story.
Right.
But she went into full-blown mom mode and was it was like
Like she was so overbearing. She's like,
yeah.
how are you not organized? What the heck? Like, oh my
like, okay,
god.
Mom.
Yeah, no, that was just like so. I mean, like it's been particularly cringe this season with Caleb and Alina and Kim and Usman, but like, yeah, I feel like Kim and Usman, like after Kim leaves, he will slowly fade away. He'll be talking to some other girls. Some other girls are going to slide into his DMs. He'll reconnect with Zara when Zara sees like this music video that's produced for her. And you know, look, I don't know. I feel like this one is done after the camera stopped rolling.
Yeah,
I can see that.
It's gonna last. And I think you're right. I think I'll be shocked if he actually does like the whole "I'm breaking up with you" thing. I think that you're right. I think he's gonna ghost her.
Who was it that was like, she's basically your assistant, the way she explained it?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Who was that?
Someone on the show, like, was it one
her
of
friend? Was it her friend she was calling?
It might have been her son. Was like, that sounds like more of an assistant than like a girlfriend.
Yeah, I think
like,
it was her son.
Because like, why do you like my mom? It's like, well, she keeps my schedule. She no,
mom.
True.
So she's a mom.
Oh my god. But like, yeah, I feel like they're not gonna last. Like the whole thing is, do they last past the show? Because there are, you know, couples that like when the show is over, they actually are in a relationship, they have kids together, they go on, and then like sometimes they even like recur or they spin off another show off of them. Kim and Usman are, after the show is over, they're over.
Yeah, I think
sure.
so too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
She'll want more. He won't give it to her.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No more yams for her. I hope she's
no more yummies for her.
Oh my god. Who's next?
Before that, Arkansas for $2. Congrats on getting monetized. Love y'all. Thank you. Frank Cool for $5 says carrot cake shots 2 ounce of Bailey's Irish cream, 2 ounce of buttercup.
I have everything but butterscotch, so I'll have to go shopping.
That sounds good.
Another bottle in my collection. It's fine.
Thank you for $5. And then, is there any I missed before? Oh, we got one from Eric K. For Mark, need to help the wife happy before she beats him again, or steals his leg. It's really the danger of me being with him. And then I think there was one more before I forget. Alexander for $1 on the Streamlabs side says, fun fact, Galadriel's dagger in the Lord of the Rings show will also function as a vibrating sex toy, because she doesn't need no man. Hail Chris Gore. Hail Big Ed.
Hail.
Oh my god.
Lord.
Oh
that
my god.
so quickly.
That is funny.
Yes. We would love to have Melanie on the show. We'll have to DMs.
There's more in the way. Also, Eric K for another $5. I once notified that my uncle left me millions in Nigeria. That's happened once too. Yeah, give me your bank account number so I can give it to you.
Oh man.
Sure. Oh my god. Sure. Thank you.
You could do a special. That carrot cake cocktail sounds pretty good.
That sounds good.
Sounds really good. I just need butterscotch.
Really good. All right, so we're gonna go through the couples now.
Yeah. So I guess the next one is Caleb and Alina.
I think this one's already over.
It's Caleb.
It's over.
They're donezo. They're done. They're over. After the show, he got what he wanted. Caleb got what he wanted. He wanted to be on TV. Yes, he wanted it to be on TV, bragging about his sexual prowess, and now he's just like Alina, who I feel was genuine. Like now he's just like sort of a, he's a notch on his belt or whatever. They called out like, that's it, and they're done. And does anyone any insight on that one?
No, but I will say the minute when they were at the airport and they said goodbye and she said something like, "Are we gonna still talk or whatever?" He was like, "Well, don't back away or don't shut down, and yeah, we'll still talk." I was like, "Oh, that's his way of saying nah." So I think what's even sadder is their 13-year friendship might be over.
No, it's totally over.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst part,
I wanted to believe so bad that he was just trying to figure out how he would fit into her life. Because, like, obviously I'm married to a person who, has a disability in a sense, but it doesn't really stop him. I know what I'm going to have to do if things happen where he can't do things. But, like, I think that if she was honest about it, I think it would have been maybe different if it wasn't Caleb. Also, because Caleb was kind of a douchebag in that sense.
And I hope we're all wrong and we're reading the situation wrong, but I don't think we are.
I
think we're reading it right, but that's an interesting insight. Like, she was not as upfront about her disability as she should have been. It doesn't mean he's also not a douchebag. I feel like that can also be true, but like, she was not 100% honest with him about like her size and how she needs help. Like, she wasn't, and he was like, this is an adventure, it's an experience, I'm gonna go meditate, and I was with a little person. All right, later, bye. Let me get a rubber band for my man bun.
Like, she needs a wheelchair majority of the time to transport herself. Like, the bed that they were in at that hotel was as tall as she was.
Literally, yeah. She had to get a
chair.
There
was like one moment where she was climbing into bed and he's just in bed on his phone and she's like, I'm struggling to get in.
Poor thing.
And I'm just I
think she's great. But yeah, it's just that's something that she needs to be upfront about, because I think especially now, and I talked about him earlier, but especially now, people, when they think like, oh, I have dwarfism or I'm a dwarf, however you want to put it, I don't even know, any little people syndrome, whatever people call it, they think Peter Dinklage. And Peter Dinklage is on the light end. He's still got obviously like the short arms and the little hands and all that stuff, but he's nowhere near, like, if you put her and him next to each other, he's straight legged. He doesn't have, clubbed feet. He doesn't have to wear the special shoes. So he's able to walk around. He's able to be put on a horse for Game of Thrones. He's able to carry a sword. He's able to fight and not have to sit down and not be transported in a wheelchair, whereas hers is a little bit more severe. So she definitely needs to be honest with people, because babies, if she wants children, that's going to be a huge thing. If they do have children, they're going to have to customize a house. Whoever she marries, they're going to have to get customizations done in their house. They're going to have to get a one story. They're going to have to, and as she ages and as her husband ages, it's going to get even worse, because as we all age, we get wheelchair bound and stuff anyway. And so it's just like all this stuff you have to think about. And I don't fault Caleb for having hesitations about that, because it is a lot.
It's a lot. And like, definitely she needs that wheelchair majority of the time. There was times where he was pushing both his like luggage and her at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to do.
You just have to
wait. Look at this. Alina apologized as her resurfaced racist posts made the rounds. Her and Joe Rogan, I guess.
What?
There's always, but this is like always, my girlfriend should probably be on the show at some point. She knows way more about this stuff than I do, because she goes down the rabbit hole and she's like, do you know this person, this and this person? So she's giving me the updates from, I don't read Reddit. She tells me what she read on Reddit. So, but like, yeah, like there's always like stuff that comes up about all these people.
Okay,
that's dang.
Oh, she got fired from 90 Day Fiance over it.
What? Really? Is that what happened?
Yeah. See,
but she was on it for so long.
She will not appear on the upcoming Tell All. So she's not going to be on the Tell All.
She's not going to be on the Tell All.
Uh-oh.
But Caleb will be, because he wants the screen time.
Yeah.
Because yeah. So there you go.
It looks like she used the N-word.
Oh. Yep. Well,
okay.
There you go. Well,
2014 Facebook post. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, wow.
From 2014, it was dug up. Oh, I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
You're a different person back in the day. And that was like 8 years ago at this point.
And also, and not not supporting either way. What, she's Russian? So like I don't know. You like
She doesn't
the
understand
C
the
word is
cultural
huge.
impact of that.
You're right. If you go
It's
if you go to
different in
England,
America.
you're hearing C word all the time. That they use that word to describe friends. You know, they use that word all the time. And that, so it's like I don't know. I have
Isn't there even a Korean word that sounds like that word that's a common
Mhm.
word? And I'm not
Yeah.
going to say it, but
Yeah.
like in Korean, there is a word that is common and it's in Korean that sounds exactly like that word. So I don't know. The world is weird. Cultural
Yeah.
differences,
Dang
odd.
it, I was hoping she would be on the tell all. I wanted to hear all the other dirty laundry.
I know, but yeah.
Bummer.
That's the
That
fun of the
sucks.
show is the cultural differences, I think, are always really fascinating. Like, and the travel aspect of the show and the fact that you have the most screwed up people. Like, they're so screwed up for wanting to be on the show. And then for like put their relationship out there. All right, well, okay, so they're obviously she's not going to be on the final episode. Caleb will be on, and maybe they'll have her on. Now wait, they do a thing sometimes where they have her on like video screen, so she might be on like she's
A
like not
Zoom call?
physically in studio. She's not physically in studio, but they get her from overseas, like via Skype or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that
That would
happened.
be cool. I'd like to hear more of what, because I think their story is probably over at this point. You know, they were here for the last we
I
saw them,
wanted
so.
them to last. I didn't think that they would end. I thought they would last because
sad.
she seemed so genuine. But then again, of course, he was
He's such a
not
good person.
as.
You got this, girl. You'll find somebody.
I
We
think
got
she
faith
will.
in you. You will.
Yeah.
I think
All right,
she will.
Gino and Jasmine. What about
Okay, so I think they are actually attracted to each other. I think that's very agreed.
I can't.
I think they both have like humongous red flags, like the biggest red flags ever. And I think they need to work on each other, not on each other together, but separate. Oh, I'm like, she has raging jealous issues. I'm sorry.
She's got issues, period.
Like the walls of your house are chosen by your ex-wife.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to change them.
But first of all, I agree with her on that because like I would not, if I had, decorated my place, and look, I decorated my place. It's surrounded by Star Wars and Batman and all kinds of crazy, weird collectible stuff. But I would want my significant other to feel comfortable, and that is not an unreasonable request to paint the walls and to repaint and redecorate. I mean, come on, go to TJ Maxx, go to Home Goods, drop a couple $100, like make her feel comfortable at your place in Canton, Michigan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just come on, dude. And then like there's one episode where they went shopping together and she picked out clothes to kind of like, and I will say this,
Spruce them up.
I appreciate when my girlfriend will be like, hey, how about this or whatever, because I don't care. If it's for me, I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt. That's my default. Batman t-shirt, jeans, and John Varvatos Converse. That's my default setting. Boom. But like I appreciate like, hey, like how about look a little nicer? Like, and he didn't buy any of those clothes. Like it was $500.
He should have at least bought one outfit because I mean,
I'll buy this. This guy doesn't know how to negotiate or compromise. And it's just like, hey, honey, I don't want to spend a lot on clothes. I'd rather spend money on you. How about I'm just going to this is my favorite outfit. It reminds me of you. I'm going to spend $100 rather than 500. Like this guy, he is literally, if you look in the dictionary and they're the words no game, Gino's picture is right there. He is the definition of no game. And the fact that he can't own the fact that he's bald, who cares? He actually looks fine with the hat off. He's, Patrick Stewart. Think of all the bald, sexy men out there.
The Rock. He just needs to shave it all. And
shave it all.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's very weak.
He seems weak and wimpy and browbeaten, and like he doesn't stand up to her. But also, she's a firecracker, and I kind of feel like that's their attraction, is that she's like this angry, like, she gets
Latina.
super mad and super jealous. And the whole thing, although the thing of him sending topless photos
Oh
of
my
her
God.
to the
I would have
ex?
been so
Ex, who does
freaking
that?
pissed.
Okay. I cannot speak to this, something I've never done nor would even think about doing. But what do you think about that if someone had done that to you?
I would be livid.
Disgusted. Like
Yeah.
that is something that is intimate between you and your person. Like
Right.
that whole idea that like the leaked nudes and like the videos, like I would be devastated if
Yep.
someone did that.
Yep.
And the fact that he said those aren't nudes. Excuse
Yeah.
me?
The whole thing is, look, it's bad enough that you're sending the topless photo that she sent you and that she shared with you to somebody else. But to your ex-girlfriend, I find that weird. Like,
Like,
what, were
why are you
trying
still
to
talking to
joke?
her?
Yeah.
But
Right.
also,
Exactly.
like it's during while she said this. I was sleeping when you sent these texts. Like,
That's right.
like what?
Yeah. It's I really feel like that is, I would say for most women, I'd say for most smart women, that's a deal breaker. Like that's like sending
Completely.
nudes that were sent privately to another where you have no idea where they're going to go. She could post the conversation public. She could like embarrass her, like that. She was like, her being upset. I felt for her. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like
that was
she had every right to be upset.
exactly.
Even though I think she's back crap crazy, but yes, she was
yes.
right in that moment. For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about them reconciling?
I think because Gino concedes to a lot of her wants,
Mhm.
that she sees it as an easy mark. But I don't think
Mm.
she should have done it. And the same thing vice versa, because he's been saying throughout this whole experience, she is explosive, she's very jealous. The both of them have severe red flags that most normal people would be like, "Ooh, that's hard to deal with. I don't know." But like out of everyone, Jasmine, who is absolutely beautiful and smart, I would never have gone back to him. He did not apologize to the extent that I think is needed because, as I've always said, actions speak louder than words. Has he blocked her?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think so. I would need him to block her immediately. This
Yeah.
ex. Like, I do not care. Like, the only reason you could speak to an ex is if you share children. They don't share children.
Exactly. They don't share children. There's no reason for him to have any contact with her.
Yeah. It was
Block,
weird.
like block on social media, done, over.
No.
But
Yeah.
there's something about, I feel like she needs drama. I feel like she needs drama. Like the thing where she had like the party with her friends, which was in the same
Oh my God.
hotel. It was
Yeah,
in the
just
same
like
hotel.
with the stripper.
A male stripper. Okay, I'll defend. Okay, it was kind of innocent.
Mm.
Nothing really. He didn't like get naked, right? It was fine, you know.
And she was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
My
no,
thing
he
about that is
acted
you have a stripper, but you got mad at him for tipping the waitress.
right.
I did think that. Yes.
Exactly. Like there needs to be like, just be even. Like what she did was, I actually don't think it was that big a deal, but then you don't have a right to get mad at him for like just tipping the waitress, which I don't know. That was so dumb.
That was extra. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was in like wherever she is, where were they? Country, Panama.
Panama.
If it's non-customary in Panama to not tip, that's one thing.
Right.
Mhm.
But
Wait, slur
I mean, I
that
don't know.
again. Slur that again.
Like, is it customary in Panama?
No, you slurred your words. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, sorry.
Is it it's fine. No, but here's the thing though. They're totally gonna work out. They're
I think so.
totally gonna. I feel like there's passion there, and I feel like there's definitely motivation from her. She's not 100%. She's not all about him and his money, because this guy is from Canton, Michigan. He has no money. So like, you know,
He's also not working, right?
he's not working, has no money, and she's like, oh my God, this is the greatest guy ever. Like, and also he needs to lose the hat and embrace the bald.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so
To
too.
embrace the bald.
Save that patch that's on the back of your head there, buddy, and just whoop.
Save it, shave
Shave
it,
it.
like get
Yeah,
rid of
shave
it.
it.
Like, just like,
Shave it off.
dude, I'm, like, just go with it. It's fine. It's fine. I actually think they're gonna work out. They'll be at the reunion and they'll be in love and probably married or on the road.
Or she'll have a baby on the way.
She'll that by the way was such an awkward conversation. I know you want a baby, but I'm birth control.
Look, Gino should not be a dad. Let's sort of stop the bloodline right there. And doesn't she already have kids, right? She already has kids. We haven't met them in the show. I thought she already has kids.
Does she? I thought he did.
she
Oh no,
does.
she
I think
does.
she
That's right,
does.
she
She
does.
does.
Yeah,
She
she
I think
does.
she does.
We haven't seen him, which
Yeah.
I don't know if we will. But
Depends
yeah,
on
I
how
can see
old
her
they are.
hesitations, though. I think that's smart.
True.
Personally. All right, who's
Okay.
next?
Who's next? Who's next?
We have Memphis and Hamza.
Oh.
Not working out.
I hope Hamza gets it together and is like, nah, fam, bye. Because he's starting to use his noggin. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to sign the prenup.
Well,
He doesn't like her attitude, and she's very
Yes.
attitudey.
I feel like Hamza seems genuine. He's
Mhm.
like, I thought this was about love, not all these contracts. Like, he was like really in it for, the right reasons. And online, and you see like his relationship with his mother and his sister seems very genuine. He seems like a good boy, so to speak, like wants to do the right thing. And Memphis is just like, if you don't get married to me today, I'm gonna break up with you.
Oh my
And
god.
also, I can't stand the way her voice is grating. Her voice is just grating.
I had a
Like-
feeling about this from the very beginning anyways, because like she hid so many things. And I mean, I guess he technically hid his age as well, but then she became so like distrustful. No, I need to see his diploma. I don't
Right,
believe
right.
that he's this heating and cooling person. Do you have a job? Do you have savings? All this, all that. And I'm like, wouldn't you want to have this conversation before you came here? Like, if this meant so much to you.
And the fact that
And,
she
like-
broke
Right.
the rules the first night, the mom, like you're in her,
Oh
his
my
mom's house. You're not in a hotel. You're not in your house.
Oh my god.
There's
And then she was
rules.
like, he only lasted a couple seconds.
But it's I think it's really disrespectful to the mom, right? Like
Yeah.
you're in another country, another culture, and she
Muslim
did
culture,
that.
especially.
Yeah, Muslim country. Like, come on, like you need to have some respect for him, the mother, the sister. Like, I don't know. I thought it did not reflect well.
No. And like she said she wanted to. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's actually going to be respectful. And then the next day, mama walks in on them in bed together. And I'm just like, oh no,
Yeah.
dumb lady. Whew.
Yeah, no, I feel like Memphis to me seems so selfish. I'm not surprised that her previous relationships did not work out.
Yeah.
So
Me neither. No,
It's sad.
yeah, true. By the way, this is all my credibility, indie film expert, all my future appearances on FNT out the window because I'm talking about 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days on Poor Choices. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
All the things Chris Gore has done.
Everything,
Okay?
everyone's like, Chris Gore is so cool. No, I'm not. I'm talking about this reality show.
With
And
face
I'm
masks
drinking
and
hanging
cameras
out.
on our eyes.
If you think about this relates to our life so much more, at least 90 Day Fiance, we'll say, than some of the stuff that like we even talk about FNT. Yes, Hollywood and all that entertainment like relates to our life, but like relationships and what we go through every day. I don't care if you're female, male, whatever gender there is out there, you could be a tree, demon. This relates to you. I'm sorry. Like, figuring out whether your person is your person, that is something that everyone goes through at some point. And if
Well,
not, you're
yeah.
what is the word for that? Like asexual?
I don't
think.
know.
I don't know.
The kids know all those words. I
Yeah.
don't pay attention.
I
I don't pay attention to those words. But no, but like no, I'm teasing. Look, I feel like it's healthy to have a well-rounded like media diet. I will watch a very serious documentary about world events. I will watch, you know, the latest nerd stuff. I will watch reality shows with my girlfriend and we laugh and have a good time. So, but yeah, Memphis and Hamza are not going to work out. That
Nope.
will not. They might be on the reunion show, but I actually don't think they're going to work out as a couple.
No, they're not. And I think even if she were to meet a man that in her standards are a man, which is like someone
Right.
who is obviously well put together, has savings, has a job, all that, I think even then it's not enough for her.
Yes.
No, it's not. She was like this needs to be 50-50. What?
I think she's asking for
Okay.
70-30 at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Oh my God, Eric K. They mentioned me on the Real BBC being here today.
Well, I mentioned you.
Oh, well, thank you. That I was going to be here.
You know what?
don't wanna-
I think
Look.
Az would enjoy 90 Day Fiance. I really
think
I-
he would love it. I think he would love it because
Az would love it.
there's something about it. Like, look, we all want to be with the person that means the world. Like when you wake up in the morning, I think about my girlfriend. I send her the morning text. Like what are we doing together? All my plans revolve around what we are doing. We all want that person to be. We want our person, right?
Mhm.
Everyone wants that. It's very relatable. And these are people that have reached a point where you're like, you know what? Fuck, I'll go to Tunisia to find somebody that I'll connect with. And I feel for Memphis. This is not a match, but there will be a match for her at some point in the future to take care of her two kids and the two dads that are no longer in their lives. Who knows? Whatever. No, it's sad. Like when she talks about her life and she talks about like the trauma she had as a kid, like I feel for her. This is not a match for her.
Oh my God. Her mom, the way that she was brought up, like her mom was a drug addict and kind of moving through that. That is tough. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel for her. So like the show is very relatable. That's why I think it's like a really popular show. I mean, more people watch 90 Day Fiance than probably any of the indie movies that I review on a weekly basis on Film Thread, which makes me really sad. But it's also, there's something to learn as, if you're a documentary filmmaker or work in reality television, like there's something to learn about why these stories resonate so strongly. And it's so easy to get caught up. I defy you to watch 20 minutes of any season of this show and not go, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. So there's just something about it. So, but yeah, Memphis and Hamza, no way. And Hamza, like that guy could be a male model. Like he's a very good looking, very like, and I feel like he's very humble. I feel.
Yes. Yeah.
And he has I feel like he has a realistic view, but I don't know, like all these things are because I think from Memphis's standpoint, like, does he only want a green card? That's her concern. That's why she wants the prenup.
But if that's what you have, then date someone in the States.
Exactly. But I mean, I don't know. I feel for her too. She's got the kids, and that's like, for some men, that's not, it's not going to work for them.
True.
So
it's tough. It's tough, and
I think on some level too, we can all relate to dating apps. And is this person really them? I mean, even before I met all of y'all in person, it's like, is this person really them?
Oh my God. When I met Tugs, I was like, she's real. This is so real. She's real.
I'm just so glad I will never be on a dating app ever again in my life.
Aww.
I am done on the dating apps.
Yeah,
I found the one, so I'm good. I am done. So very happy.
I always tease Mark. I'm like, you'll make a great first husband. I'm joking, of course, but but he always rubs that back in my face. He's like, what do you mean?
I'll be right back. Right back.
Okay.
Super chats.
Let's go through these super chats. Okay, so we have Corey Rourke for 999 says, Happy Tuesday. Here's some drinking money.
Yeah.
Gil Tugs and X-Ray Girl for having Chris Gore on. Thank you.
Gil?
I think it's a French. Gil. Front Porch Conservative for 499 says, a great time as always. Chris Gore, you are a brave man for streaming with these two. You three are awesome. Thank you. That is very sweet. And you know what? I think we're very intimidating. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
I try not to be.
I think we just go on a lot of crazy tangents, and sometimes that's wild. And
yeah, that's true.
We whether it's good or bad, I learn a lot.
Yeah. And
Like
I haven't seen Southern Belle in the chat. I think I upset her with my talking about Alina.
Oh no. I mean, Alina is like
I love her.
I think it's because like I can relate being the person that is Caleb. Although Mark, and I will say this, Mark has not like been where I would say in Caleb's point of view. It's a lot.
But it's stuff you have to think about. Like if you have to move to the States, it's medical insurance. You know, if you guys move to the States, it's a different medical insurance that you have to consider. It's all of these things you have to consider.
Yes.
I don't know.
But like I and maybe it's because I have been in the medical field where it's like I know how to deal with if it ever happens, like transferring a person from this medium to this medium, and it's fine. It's fine for me. And Caleb obviously isn't someone, although he is very muscular, he can like throw Alina around.
Yeah. Do I think that he was a poo-poo head? Absolutely. Do I blame him for him being honest in his concerns? Absolutely not.
No. And we had said it before.
He's still a poo-poo head, though. He is still
it's something that just it should have been a conversation like, okay, just, I can't walk for more than 5 minutes. And I think that's like something that's pretty important with someone who's super active.
Yeah. I do love the fact that he got, and I forgot to mention this, I do love the fact that he got the backpack for her, though. Like, he put her in the backpack so they could go
Oh, my God.
I love that. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, really Mark's
like, the effort was nice,
Yeah. But like we said, I believe she was just a notch in his belt.
Well, now he gets to go to all of his friends and be like, bro.
I did it with You're getting called out here, Chris.
Oh no, who is that?
I don't know. I thought it was yourself.
It's not me. It's actually not me. Oh my God. Oh, you guys.
We're talking about 90 Day Fiance. Come join us.
All right. Okay. So we're going through all the couples. Let me share my screen again.
Mark is sassy about this.
I hate that we can't do it because we have such a great show. We also got
That's exactly right.
It's true. Okay. So I was going to say everything up to when he left the first time, I was maybe like, maybe she actually loves him. Maybe. Were you convinced that she loved him?
Yeah. But then this whole second time around and her text messages have gotten colder. Like she's almost like ghosting him. No, ghosting's not the right word. Yeah, maybe it is.
Well, when we talked about it, where she wanted to get a breast augmentation and to get a tummy tuck to do modeling. Fair enough. Yeah. I get that. But then his grandfather was like, yeah, no, she just wants you for the money. And then I was like, I'm so sad. I wanted it to be true because they said, I love you to each other all the time. They were cute. The whole thing with the kids were in love with him. And then that made me like think, I really hope this is true because when it comes to kids are very malleable. They're like, oh, you're going to be our new father. You're getting married to our mom. That seems nice. You seem like a nice guy. You'd be a great father. Ugh. It makes me so sad that it doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, she just seems done. Like she had like this sort of whirlwind romance where,
Mhm.
look, he's rough around the edges, but he's not a terrible guy. He actually has good intentions, right? And then he's going to be a provider, which I think is very important. And she
Mhm.
Mhm.
learned that he may be a provider who's also a farter, but whatever. And then he proposed and in kind of a romantic way with the cake and got to know the family, got approval from the father, and then left. And then she was just like, that was great. I'm done. And then that was
Yeah.
it. She got what she wanted. And then like she's I'm gonna go party with the girls. And I don't know, it felt weird. Like the last episode felt really weird. And like I was all convinced, like, I think they're genuine, they're gonna work out. And now I'm like, oh my God, listen to yourself right now. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. It's
They're
a
finding
Gungan.
out you're here one by
I
one.
agree. No, it's like, but it's also, yeah. So look, I'm caught up in the drama with this. I'm caught up in the drama with this. No, but now I kind of feel like it's at least from what they're showing us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work out. But it's a
No.
Gungan totally calls me out, and I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a
It's one of those
Gungan.
things. It's one of those things where I feel like she's over it, but I feel like she's also kind of holding on because she's still on the. But what if I get back with a gangster, or what if I can't find anybody that I like better? You know what I
Like
mean? Like
this
she's
guy
still
is a
on
sure
him.
guy who's paying half my
Yeah.
rent, paying
Yeah.
for stuff. I can get him to do the things I need and want. Like,
Mhm.
why not? It's
Yeah.
all it is are texts.
Keep him around, yeah. I think in her head she's kind of broken up with him without telling him she's broken up with him, but at the same time she's still holding on just like a little
He's
because she
like a
doesn't.
backup.
Yeah, like a backup friend.
Mm-hmm. And I feel
Right.
bad for him because he's getting used. But I think that's the thing you have to watch out for when you have these relationships with someone who is significantly younger and from a country who has not the easiest life.
Yeah.
And she clearly doesn't have the easiest life, as we just saw. Like she has babies with a gangster who's in jail. She has a gangster guy threatening to kill her.
Oh my
And
God.
he's like, "Oh my God, should I be worried?" Maybe.
Yes. I find it suspicious that he just stopped talking. Like she was like, "Oh, I showed the text message that he sent me threatening my life to the police," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't think the police in Colombia, maybe in Pereira, I don't know how to pronounce it, maybe, but in Colombia as a whole,
Pereira.
Pereira.
Pereira,
Pereira.
aren't
Colombia.
the
Pereira.
police in Colombia pretty corrupt for the most part?"
I think so.
Oh,
Um,
just bribe them a little bit. You're fine.
Well, and
You're
that's so you
fine.
just showed him the text message and he was like, "I'll take care of it." Like, what else? What? That's suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Something doesn't add up there. I don't know. Something's weird.
So I guess all in all, do you think this couple is going to last? Because I don't think so.
I don't know.
You know what? I actually think it's 50-50
Mhm.
because we all know that like reality shows, documentaries, they're manipulated, right? There's information they hold back, whatever. I do think they have chemistry, and I think that he has gone the extra mile, and I think she notices that. Like when he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to be less of a schlub,"
Oh yeah.
he was like, I mean, he was sort of slacking in the being a man department, and I don't think he, manned up, but I feel like he's I don't know, like I feel like she could look beyond the flaws, the farting and
The burping.
the burping and farting, and just go like, oh, he's a regular guy. Wait, I feel like we have a special guest that could join us at any
I was
point.
just gonna say, extra girl, check the private chat.
Yeah.
The YouTube private chat.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do
And I
it.
feel like this relates to the current couple.
Oh,
Whoa.
So I don't know if we're ready for our special guest.
I'm ready. Are you ready,
I'm
extra
ready.
girl? Do you
Yeah.
have questions prepared?
So-
Because I don't.
So
does.
okay, so I promised that there would be a special guest from 90 Day Fiance joining us on this show.
Okay.
So the person from 90 Day Fiance that's joining us right now on the show can't do StreamYard and can't be on the show live, but they can be on my phone and we can talk to them.
Okay.
Oh.
So are we ready for this? Is everyone in the, I don't know how many people are watching, like
40 people in here.
All right.
I'm
So
ready.
if you're watching, you're a fan of 90 Day Fiance, this is a pivotal person that has been on the show. This is someone that I think you'll all relate to. And I don't know, I put them on speaker and we can like chat right now.
I don't know. Okay.
This is really exciting. Is everyone,
my God.
ready? Is everyone ready? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if this works.
Mike is a piece of shit. He will never work out.
It's
Oh my
Mike's
God, it's a translator.
Mike's translator is a guest on the show.
Yes.
Mike's translator. Wait. What else? What else? Let me ask. Mike, is are Kimberly and Usman gonna work out?
Kimberly is all about drama. Usman needs to drop that old song.
All right.
Oh man, I want to know the translator's opinion about Ella and John.
Oh, well, we got to see.
Oh, we
I could
haven't got
translate
there
by a
yet.
gray girl all day and all night.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Ryan Kinnell should start a channel called Reality Outpost so he has a place to talk about The Bachelor.
I love it.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
Oh, what about oh. Wait, okay, here we go. Okay, the translator has something to say. Mike's translator has something very important to say.
I saw Jasmine's nude photos and those bazoombas are so fake. But she's all drama.
Oh no.
My God.
Jasmine, no. I knew
That is freaking.
it.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Here's another thing Mike's translator has to say.
The translator on 90 Day Fiancé is the most likable character. Do you agree?
Yes.
It's true. She's great. She did such a good job.
Wait. Tell me about Gino. Should Gino just lose that hat?
Gino's bald head looks exactly like his cock.
Oh no, I can't get that picture out of my head. Oh, thanks, translator. You're done.
Oh my God.
What
Wow.
about Ben and Mahogany? Like Mahogany,
Oh.
she's kind of a catfish.
Ben is a moron. Mahogany will not be a catfish, but those pics were totally fake.
Wow. Thank you, translator. That was
Of all the guests,
surprise guest.
I'm
Surprise
actually.
Of all
guest
the
we
guests.
never knew we needed.
I love that.
Can I just say I played a trick? I told them, I said, look, I think I can get someone from 90 Day Fiance on.
We're like, what?
And so I sit there. So my girlfriend and I are watching 90 Day Fiance, and I'm just going through this like text to speech app, just doing because that whole thing where Mike like holds the thing and Jimena, it's so annoying. So I just started like typing shit on there just to be an irritant.
I love it. That was brilliant.
That was amazing.
Did I have
I
you
was
guys?
like, what
I
is
was like, what?
Because I was like, okay, theoretically, it obviously isn't Memphis.
Right.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ben or Gino. I'm like, I don't think he knows Gino because
I was
I
thinking
feel
like
like
a
Gino would
producer or
annoy him.
I'm sorry
Or
I
like,
farted
I
and
don't know.
burped in
We
front
just
of
know
you.
so many people.
Wait.
You know so many
I'm
people.
sorry
that
I
I
fart and
couldn't-
burp in front of you.
Yeah,
Oh
do
my
it in
God,
Kona.
That was great. Honestly,
No, that
though,
was
shout out to
amazing.
the
Thank you.
translator on 90 Day
Oh, okay, good. All right. I thought you would be maybe upset with me that I did this joke. I wanted to like, goof on you a little bit.
Heck no.
It's the
I love
best
it. It's so clever.
troll ever. This
Oh,
is
okay,
coming-
good.
This is coming from a girl who did a bikini stream
Yeah.
in a shirt with a bikini printed on it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hyped it up
Wait,
for like
I could
a
have
month.
worn that. I could have worn that.
She was like,
Yeah.
"I did a bikini stream," and she's texting me in the background.
Yeah, I had them choose my bikini. There was 3 choices, and
was
it was the
great.
choices of the 3
Oh,
shirts.
dude.
Yep. So
But
so
Now, where have you been? Rosemary Vega.
Maria Vega.
Sorry,
Ooh,
distracted.
maybe
Sorry.
one day.
should we get back to like Mike and Amena are definitely not going to work out now.
No.
Ella, and I don't know. Like, what do you think, Mike and Jimena? I feel like it could be 50-50, but based on last episode, I feel like not working out.
I just don't know, honestly. I think it's 50-50 too. And I think if they do work out, I think it's going to be more on his side than her side. Like she's not going to be all in to it
Oh,
anymore.
agreed. She's literally just waiting for the next better thing to come along.
Well, getting the boob job and having him pay for it, that was a red flag.
Completely. When she was like, I won't get married to you unless you pay for that. It was in like the preview, so we don't know the actual scene, the entirety of the scene, but it's like you are now blackmailing to marry this man. Like that makes no sense to me. Like how
exactly?
Like what? So I don't see it happening, but it depends on if he wakes up. Will he wake up? I don't think so.
True.
I don't know if he'll pay for it. I mean, he's still working, and I don't know how much augmentations in a tummy tuck cost down there, but like in Canada, that's around 15,000 at least. At least.
What is it here? I think the cheapest here is like 8. Is it 8 per boob? 8
for a breast augmentation, and then add the tummy tuck. It's like 5K to 10K,
Wait.
so maybe 20K.
What does the translator think? What does the translator think?
What does the translator think?
What a fucking moron.
Wait.
This poor translator.
Wait, here we go. Let's see. Will Mike and Jimena work out?
Mike will not wake up. What a fucking moron.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one, translator. Thank you.
Yep.
She knows all the deeds, I tell you. Oof.
Yep.
I would love to get to know one of these producers and just be like, here's your margarita, here's my margarita, tell me everything. I want to know all of it.
So wow, Cyber Chud. Sad if you can only afford
What if
one.
you only had one boob?
Cyber Chud per boob. People only do one.
I'm actually because I do mammography as a job, and there have been people minus cancer that have done a unilateral breast augmentation if they're severely different. It has happened.
Yeah, that's true. Because there are cases where like one is way more deformed than the other and they have to get it filled, or one's bigger than the other. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it has happened. It's not uncommon, but not very common where you see it like once a week. I'll say.
All right, who's next?
So it's Ella and Johnny next.
Oh, working out. Not working out.
By the way, I don't think his name is Johnny, obviously, in real life. I don't think it is.
I think that's his American name. Or like his English
Asian Chinese name.
Yeah. Okay, so something about the show that I'm going to address now, because this is easier with this couple. This was filmed in 2021. They specifically mentioned that year at some point. So all of their lockdowns up and down all over the place. And Johnny is from China.
Yeah, and look at Tater Squad here, spoofed.
Right. Well, there's that, but this was also during the time when Delta was coming around. So China had gone through their cycle of we're watching you, and so I feel like I understand Ella's frustration. It's been 2 years already. He hasn't come out to see her. It's a hard thing to do, etc. I get that. And she's like, she's over it. But her naivety about China as a country, like their government and stuff, is shocking to me. Like he's not lying when he says that he can't go anywhere or he can only do these
my
things,
God. When he comes back, he has a 5-week quarantine.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Which is devastating for you to work. And like this is something that maybe is Asian culture, and I can comment on this, but you do take care of your parents. Like, you know, you have this desire and feeling. Like if my parents at any point, if they were like, I am down. They're living in my house 100%. I'm taking care of them 100%. And not that that's something that other people think, but I think it's because I've seen them do that with my grandparents. So it's just like, okay, that's normal to me. My grandma lived with us for years on end. We took care of her. She took care of us. It was like this um symbiotic relationship. So I don't know. Like I know he takes care of the parents so that they can take care of his kid.
If he gets there, I don't think he's gonna get there. Well, and here's the thing too, is that she's so like, well, I'll meet you in Dubai, which is great, but he cannot come to her very far, at the least. And I see where his concerns are, because it's not even like, let's say he wasn't even scared of the virus itself. He could very well get trapped in the United States because China or Russia or Dubai or England or wherever his layover flight is, because China could very well completely shut down while he's gone. And he's got a kid. He takes care of his family. Like literally, they rely on him. So I feel like on some level, I understand her frustration. Again, it's been 2 years and she's like had enough of waiting for him. I get where she's coming from, but China's not an easy country on a normal day to get in and out of. You know what I mean?
And she bought, okay, so he was going to go to Singapore to quarantine for 2 weeks and come to the States.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. It didn't get approved. So he was going to quarantine in Dubai for 2 weeks, then come to the States.
Yes.
He was getting scared, didn't want to do it. And obviously China was kind of pressuring him and being like, oh, it's scary out there. Don't go. So she was like, I'm going to go to Dubai. Bought a ticket without telling him, which, by the way, a red flag. I think that's something that you definitely need to talk about.
Like, what if I meet you in Dubai? That could be easier. And then that way he goes, yeah, that could work, instead of I'm meeting you in Dubai. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
I
I
know
don't think he had any intention of going to Dubai.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like it's really interesting to see them and like the way that she kind of like caters to him. And I feel bad for his situation. Like he's trying to take care of his parents. He have like a kid from another marriage that didn't work
Mhm.
out. Like she has no empathy for his concerns. But wait, what does Mike's translator think?
Oh God.
Wait.
Tugs has it going on. China Johnny can suck it.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Wow!
Thanks. Thank you.
Wow!
But yeah, no, I think that they won't work out. She's like way too presumptuous and way too like, and she's not empathetic for his situation. He was married, has a kid, he has like, she's not thinking about like, she's not being respectful of him. And her knowledge of the culture is so based on like anime and not like anything real. It's like, look, I'm dressed as an anime character.
But also, anime is Japanese. He's not even Japanese.
Exactly. It just seems so weird. Like, you're my China prince. Like, it's weird. This does not feel genuine. I feel for him, and also like I know that like marriage is difficult. Like in China for men, there's this whole like yeah, the translator is spitting facts for sure. Oh my god, I have so many weird things in here that I pre-wrote for our meeting up.
I love it. I love it so much. It was amazing.
I don't even know if I should. Some of these I'm like, yeah, definitely don't click that one.
Yeah. Well, I have to wonder too, like
Do
how
it.
much of her relationship with Johnny is her infatuation with Asian culture.
I think it's majority because she just wants someone who relates to her. And I mean, like, she has all this paraphernalia at home that, rivals Nerdrotic's background. And
Yeah.
as like,
Swords, like trains, she does like the sword thing. What was
like
she
she
doing
has
with the sword?
cosplay. Like, it's just,
Right.
she's obviously obsessed with it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, I get it. But are you putting too much on a relationship at this point? And
Yeah.
I think she is.
It sounds like she's had a lot of failed relationships. Like you can tell from like she's talking to like her family, and it's like, you've had all these issues, and she's, struggled with weight loss, and, I feel for her, but like I'm going to find a guy that may never work out. And I feel like that's a lot of people that like don't want to confront the thing about the relationship isn't about a relationship. It's actually about something they need to deal with involving
Inside.
themselves.
Mhm.
Like,
And I mean,
exactly. She needs to deal with something in her. It has nothing to do with Johnny. So she seeks out something that's way beyond to like, this will fix it. It's like, no, that's not going to fix it. And just buying a ticket to Dubai and spending like whatever stupid money for that, like that's not the solution. It also isn't keeping like his interests at heart too. So yeah.
yeah. No, I
like
agree with
Johnny a
that.
lot.
I want him to be happy and I want her to be happy, but I think that a lot of her mental struggles, whether physical or mental, probably more mental, she doesn't love herself. And I think before you even open yourself to being in a relationship, you have to love who you are. But like, even when she was like, I need to lose 20 pounds before Johnny even gets here, it's like, do you really? And like, when he moves here, he's supposed to help you lose weight. A relationship should not like be the end all be all of you losing weight. That should just come from within.
Yeah.
So she has a lot to look within before she can even have a person be a part of her life to fulfill her in the needs that she wants.
Yeah.
And it's kind of alarming.
Yeah.
That she
What's
doesn't
even more
realize it.
alarming is that she threatened him with an open relationship. Like, not even to break up. Like, if I don't see you, I'm done waiting. It's hurting me, which anybody can understand. Like, long distance relationships are hard, especially when you're country to country.
Right.
I just can't do this anymore. I would have to end it if we can't make this work, beer bug or otherwise. She said, I'm going to have an open relationship. So you're just going to keep him over here for what? Why? Like, what was that about?
Well, one, to have like you're basically my second place. Like
Mhm.
I'm just gonna park you.
You're my backup.
That's exactly it. Back up.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
thought that was weird. I'm like, I would have said, you know what, we're gonna have to end the relationship. That would be me. But no, she's like an open one. I'm like, ha, an open one.
Yeah. Look, I get people who have a certain fetishized thing. Like, I typically date majority white people. I do date other backgrounds, okay? Don't at me. But majority, I date white people. So it is okay to have a certain look or type that you want. You're attracted to who you are. But I think that she's imposing this Asian, Japanese anime on that.
Right.
And I don't think it's okay.
No.
In a sense that it's not going to end up being happy for her.
All right. Well, what does the translator have to say?
Oh, God.
Let's hear.
Ella needs some dig. Good old fashioned dig. 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 Dig.
Wow. Johnny, are you willing to give Ella that old fashioned? Whew. We know it worked at least once. You have Stony.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah,
No.
and apparently Asians are white, so I guess it counts.
Everybody is. God.
X-ray will not cancel for you for what we will cancel you for not knowing a starship. Yeah.
Oh, God. Who did you know?
X-wing.
You know what? I want to know.
I got asked.
Huh?
I got asked on Friday Night Tights what starship I liked, and I said I couldn't think of one.
Oh, I saw that. That was so funny.
Oh,
What's your answer for the future?
hilarious.
Just say the Millennium Falcon. Just say
there
the
was some
Falcon.
I didn't even know that. Like
Oh,
it's
was
been
so
so
hilarious.
long since
have
I
talked to me how
watched
to help
a
you.
Star Wars movie. I watched Star Wars 7 when it came out, and that was probably the last Star Wars movie I watched.
Good. You're
was that,
good.
4
You're
years
good.
ago?
Stop there. You're good.
Yeah.
Stop
I
it.
knew before knowing this whole realm of the internet that was a bad movie, and I'm so glad that I intuitively knew without actually knowing. Oh my god. Cavatano. She likes aged cream.
I don't wanna know. H3. I don't want to know. I don't want to. Nope. Mm-mm. Right. I don't know if I see them. I don't know.
I mean, it could work if he acquiesces to her. And that's really it.
I feel like it's not going to work. There are way too many logistical issues. He's taking care of his parents. He has a child there. It's just not. It's just. I feel like it's not going to work. But the Mike's translator did want to say,
"Oh no,
Ella wants cream of this slightly older guy."
Oh my God, Ella!
Wait. Here we
wow.
go. Here we go. Wait. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Grandma.
Oh my Lord.
Wait. I'll do it again. I'll do it again in case you missed it.
Ella wants cream of this slightly older guy.
Wow.
Translator is on it tonight. I love it.
See, it's not just me. See?
There you go.
Okay, so I guess this is the last couple, which we don't know as much about because we've only really seen him for the majority. They just met. So this is a guy who came from a religious cult, and he was a pastor at some point. And then at some point they left this cult. Him and his wife thought they would work. It didn't end up working. He divorced. And I guess you heard it. He dated another young girl, which brought him away from his family. And then he dated a catfish. And then he met this, where is this? Nope, not that one. This one. He met this girl thinking this is Mahogany. Actually looks like this, which she doesn't look bad at all either.
No.
What do you think?
I feel bad because she did all this thing where she dramatically changed herself. Like eat her kids. Like my girlfriend's looking at oh my, that is so fake. It is so fake the way she changed. But she's actually not, unattractive, a double negative. I know I should never do that. But she's an attractive young girl going after a 50-year-old man. That'll turn out well. We know it's going to turn out badly, but it's just she overused those filters for sure. This is 100% never going to work out. Like he has this idea in his mind about her. She's just I don't know. He gave me $1,000 toward my rent. Because he's already given her money, which is the guy's a moron. As soon as someone like that asks for money, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out.
Which is funny because wow.
Yeah,
exactly. It was so funny. So he went to Peru where she lives and was like, I'm convinced I'm going to marry her. We are on the same level of religion, love. We're expressing love to each other. This is amazing. Even his friends were like, so have you talked to her on video cam?
No, she doesn't want to be on video camera. And I was like, oh.
Red flag number one. Red flag number two.
Number one.
Money. And then, so he goes to Lima, Peru. He goes to the airport and is waiting for her for what seemed like hours. She doesn't show up. Red flag number three. Oh my God. How many red flags do you need? And then he goes to San Bartolo, which is, I guess, is closer to her home. And she's saying, don't come. My father, he's he thinks you're here for bad intentions, which I guess from what we've seen, it doesn't seem like he's there for bad intentions, but it's pretty suspectful. I don't know. What do you think about that, Chris?
No, I feel like he's obviously his middle name could just be midlife crisis. Right? Like he's in his early 50s going after a woman who's half his age, who has enhanced photos, that he sees, that she texts him. She won't do video chat. It's just how many red flags? I feel like he's a target and he already gave her money. Something he mentioned when he went out to dinner with his friends that he mentioned I already gave her a couple $1,000. It's a loan. Then he mentioned it's a loan.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna pay you back. You idiot. Wait. The translator has something to say.
Oh no.
Gino's bald head looks exactly like his cock.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong
Oh,
comment.
thank you.
That was the wrong comment.
But is she wrong? I don't think so.
She's not wrong.
No, she's not wrong. All right, there's a bunch of dumb comments here. Anyways, but like this is a guy that doesn't want to be in a relationship. This is a guy going through something in his life. He's like in his early 50s thinking, I don't know, it's just like, yes, simp alert. 100%. Like this guy is like an idiot. Like, and that he fell for those photos and that he didn't like call her out. Like, you don't look like your photos. It's like, that's a lie. Like, and then she was calling him out for not looking like, oh, you're not as attractive as your pictures. Like, F off.
I mean, I think he's
the same.
Like, I think he looks the same. Like, given all his Instagram photos, like he still looks the same. She looks significantly different, but I think he at this point was just glad that she was a woman.
Yeah, and she was
Like, I really truly think that he's so glad because he got catfished before by some African man, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's like
we gave $1,000 to
a Nigerian prince.
Oh my god, so dumb.
I don't know. But we just met this person. We just met the two of them. Really, like he came in about a little over halfway through the show.
Yeah,
so they're relatively new. I do think a lot of it has to do with his little religious cult that he was a part of. So he didn't get to grow. Like, obviously, depending on how religious you are, there's a lot of rules. It's very strict and all that stuff. So he didn't get to date. He didn't get to fool around with girls. He didn't get to experience that. It was this cult, and then it was marriage, and then it was kids, and then it was whatever. And so he's kind of, I think you're right, midlife crisising in a little bit, just like a smidge. And also, he's a lot fitter now than he was when he was married to his wife.
Yeah,
he definitely looked like he looked like a schlub. So here's this guy. He's in his early 50s, and he discovered a gym. Yeah. So now he's good looking for the first time in his life, and he's a fucking narcissist, which is most people who appear on, reality television. And her thing is, I get to be on a TV show in America.
And get money.
I guarantee the producers reached out, found out she was real, orchestrated this. But reality TV is very produced, right? Like we're going to story produce, we're going to do this, we're going to like, just having worked in television and whatnot, I'm just telling you, this is produced. So like, I know the stuff that's fake or rings fake, but it's like, you can't fake like the emotions that people are having, like with Khalib and Alina, like, he just like, again, she was the notch on the belt. But with Ben, like that guy is really going through something. He's going through a midlife crisis. This girl wants to be on American television, and their mutual interests collide. So is it going to work out? 0% chance it works out.
No. I think he can do pretty well. Actually, so I accidentally watched season 1 with Darcy. If you watched,
Darce and Stace.
Hey, Darce and Stace. So I think Darcy and him, looks wise, age wise, so much more appropriate. They could probably no.
She looks
I don't know
like
her.
She looks like a. She looks like a troll doll. You know those troll dolls?
Well, okay, wait. Let me say this. Okay,
put up a troll doll and Darcy and Stace.
Stace would do better because I feel like. I don't want to say like I don't want to be mean in the sense, but like Darcy has had children, so her body has gone through stuff. Stacy, I think, is a lot more attractive than Darcy, even though they are twins. But it would be much more age appropriate for him to date them or one of them, over Mahogany.
So you're saying do a mashup, do like a Marvel 2,
maybe.
So. Yeah, that could work. Like, yes, I have watched the Darcy and Stacy show at some point. I'm really outing myself by being on the show. I'm really outing myself as like, yes, I watch terrible reality shows and I will talk about them relentlessly.
But it's all part of entertainment.
That's true.
They're the best. They're so fun. We sit here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm kind of normal. Thank goodness.
Oh, they monsterify themselves. I'm watching season 1 of Before the 90 Days when Darcy is meeting that guy in Amsterdam. So I haven't gotten to that part yet.
That.
Georgie. Was it Georgie?
I don't remember his name. Oh God. I'm on episode 1.
Can I just apologize to the audience and say it was a long 2 years with the lockdown. There wasn't a lot to watch.
Yeah.
I watched some shows. And now I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
With reality television, it doesn't matter. There's so many different shows. Like the whole Trump television, what was it? The Apprentice.
God, I missed that show.
That was a good television show.
Yeah.
It was a great television show. So if you like that, you like reality. Get used to it. It's fine. I think that this whole idea of women only liking reality television is ridiculous. And I mean, Catfish was a good television show too.
I love Catfish.
His name was Jesse.
Jesse. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't finished. I'm on episode 1. Please forgive me. I'm trying to catch up with everything because I want to watch the season that Usman was there with Lisa. So I was like, you know what? Let's just watch all of them. We'll watch all of them.
Might as well start from the beginning. I want to go back and watch Catfish from the beginning. And
I mean, it's such a good show. Catfish, I love MTV. It's free on in Canada for City TV watchers. So when I finish using and abusing Paramount Discovery Plus. I'm gonna go back to MTV. What was the Hoarder? Oh, that was good. Oh, or My Strange Addiction.
Hoarders is one of the greatest. I love
My Strange Addiction. There was one woman who loved sniffing diapers.
Oh yeah, that lady.
It was so freaking bizarre. She's like,
no.
Yeah, no.
Chris, have you ever watched Catfish?
I have not watched Catfish. I saw the original documentary years ago that launched the series, but I haven't watched the Catfish show.
Oh, if you like,
is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love
it. They depict it so well. So freaking well.
That's great.
Oh my God. I forgot she nibbled on the diapers.
Yeah, Hoarders is great. Here's what I used to do. I used to put on Hoarders and clean my space. You're like, I felt so good. It was like therapeutic to put that show on and then I'm going to organize my DVDs, going to organize all my stuff. And my stuff is incredibly organized.
Yep.
So not to brag, my stuff's pretty damn organized. But I watch Hoarders and I just feel like those people there's always they always get to some root thing, something happened, and it's usually a tragic death that sort of precipitated that they allow their space to just go a certain way, or they would never throw a certain type of thing away related to something that spurred memories in them. So I feel for the people on that show. But yeah, I'm very much a Virgo, very much like a Virgo, very organized.
Yeah.
Very everything in its place. So,
the show. Yeah. And then where was it? Oh, this one, Monsters Inside Me. That show can go straight into Hades.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
Creeped me out. Oh, it's called Monsters Inside Me, and it's all about the little creatures that can get into our skin and into our bloodstream and murder us. And you're like, why am I watching this? I'm never going anywhere.
As much as I watch 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, there are promos for reality shows I will never watch.
Yeah.
Like My 600-Pound Life, or Dr. Pimple Popper, or whatever that is.
I love Pimple Popper.
I can't watch. So I'll watch the promos for those shows and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that. But 90 Day Fiance, I feel like there's so much drama. There you go. Eric K I'm going to have to mute you again. Wait, mute me or the
No, us. We're talking about Dr. Pimple Popper. They hate it. But no,
Yes.
if you 90 Day Fiance Catfish, if you like the documentary that Neve did, you're gonna the Catfish
Oh,
show
wow.
is fast. It's so fascinating. And it's just basically Neve and Max going through kind of what they did in his movie. And they pick people, and some of these people you're just like, you are the worst person on the planet. And then there's a couple of them, like there's one, I can't remember what season it is. It's a guy in the military, and so we follow the girl because obviously we can't get to him because he's in the military. And there's so many red flags. It's red flag after red flag after red flag. And Neve and Max are like, you need to prepare yourself because this is not looking good. And the ending was so good. It was actually him. I was bawling my eyes out. They were so happy to see each other. He got to go home on leave. I was like, no way is this guy legit, because it was just a bunch of like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. And it was real. I think they're still married. Pretty sure. Oh, anyway. So yeah, Married at First Sight is fun. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
I've never seen that one, but I've seen the promos for that. Like that one just looks shocking.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. But maybe,
Yeah.
why not? Hey, YOLO.
Yeah. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, X-Ray girl.
Sorry. Why would you want to get married right away? Like,
Oh no.
automatically, that's like a half your earnings gone.
You know what
Dependent
show
on the person.
I miss
Wow.
1,000 Ways to Die. I don't know why this comment.
Oh
made
my
me do
God.
that.
So
I miss 1,000 Ways to
I
Die.
remember one of the 1,000 Ways to Die, like one lady, because this was while I was still working at a spa. She had gotten waxed and gotten an infection because they like lifted skin and obviously died. And I was just thinking, oh, why did they not fess up that they
Yeah.
lifted skin? And then it's like, watch out, you might get an infection. But yeah.
Wow, I'm so glad I have Neosporin in my medicine cabinet.
Oh man.
my
And then
God.
of course
It could change it. That and a little alcohol, like not drinking, but like dabbing that, make a big difference. So yeah, it was a good show.
There's a reality show out there for everybody. You got your true crime documentary /
Ooh,
reality show
yeah.
type of thing, which is I love that stuff. We've got 1,000 Ways to Die, where you're just like, how does that even happen?
There was
Sex 2 hours a trip. Oh, it's
what
crazy.
show was it that they took two different weapons from two different varying times and they used it and said which is the better weapon, and they like used it like scientifically, tested it on like humans and through armor and all this. Oh my God,
I think
what
that
was it called?
Mythbusters? Was it Mythbusters?
Mythbusters is good too. No, it wasn't.
That one's a good
Mythbusters.
show. Yeah.
I will find out. Let me get back to you.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That was just mean. Deadliest Warrior, yeah. Oh, there's a reality show for everybody. Okay.
L-Dubs knows, but doesn't remember like me.
Deadliest Warrior.
Oh, the Deadliest Warrior. Yes, that was a good show. Because it's like it debates like people who are not within that same time period. And I think that was kind of cool.
I love that chapter. He's a British guy. And he does true crime stories and he cracks me up.
Oh, I love true crime stories.
He talks about these stories with like a British humor. And so it's like, it's not funny, but it's funny, but it's not funny. It's more of like, this is so terrible that I have to say it with a humor in my voice because there's no other way. Like, otherwise we're all just going to get sad. It's so good. He's so good. And I've watched his videos improve over the years. Like, he's gotten so much better at like editing stuff. He's so good. If you're a true crime person, check him out. That chapter. Yeah.
Now,
so let's just.
Oh, where do you think Caleb is right now?
Oh,
Is
back
he
in America, about to travel
his
again
friend?
to
he's
make it to 200.
Another notch on his belt, working his way up to 200.
I honestly feel bad that I compared him to Dan Vask.
He's like the evil version. Oh, there's Van Dask.
He's Van Dask.
He's Van Dask.
Van Dask.
Because I was like, oh my God, his hair in the bun, it kind of looks like him. But now it's like, ooh, I feel bad. Like Dan Vask, I hope is, a lot of a nicer person from what I've seen than Caleb.
Oh, Scare Tactics. That's a great Scare Tactics. Tactics is awesome. It's actually on Netflix. All the seasons just showed up on Netflix. I have no idea why. And that show
Oh,
goes back
yes.
like to the early 2000s. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
that show is so great. It's always like if you get it's like they hire people who get a temp job, then they have to like, here, you've got your microphone on here so you can communicate with us. And yeah, that show's awesome. It's
Oh
on
man.
Netflix has every season.
Oh, I'm gonna binge that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, girl, you're gonna watch that. I
So
don't know.
good.
Oh, I mean, we could do a little cute podcast if you want.
I
Yeah.
have not seen Scare Tactics since it aired. Like I watched it from beginning to end, and it was the best.
I was obsessed with that show. I love that show because they would just totally F with people. It was great.
And it was elaborate. Like there was one where there was like an alien encounter. There were flowers.
That was the
like,
best one. That's the best one. Oh my
She
god.
thought she was being abducted. It was
People
great.
freaked out.
Oh,
There's
God.
also so many lawsuits related to that show because
Yeah.
people had like were mentally like screwed up from it, like
Yeah.
because it's traumatic. But yeah, no, that show is great because when they do the bits, like they do it and they'll do it like 4 or 5 times with different people. They only show the one that made it to air, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot that don't make it, and those people usually sue and
Those poor
settle
people.
and get money.
I'm
It
so
is what
honestly
it is.
surprised nobody had a heart attack and died, to be honest with you, because it was so realistic. Unsolved Mysteries is a classic. The new one is mediocre compared to the original. But I feel like that's, that's a host problem, not a show problem, not an Unsolved Mystery problem. But yeah, Unsolved Mysteries Rescue 911 was also a thing. Oh God, I had a disturbing childhood. America's Most Wanted, How to Catch a Predator.
Ooh, you know what? I like Border Security. That was such a good reality television show. Or I don't know if it's something that still happens, but it's like some of the stuff people try to cross the border with, you're like, but like I see it all the time because I used to travel a lot. So I remember I was leaving, and in our airport in Toronto, Pearson Airport, you get this printout of a number, but not only do they look for a certain number, they look for what items you have. So if you are Asian and have boxes in cardboard boxes, they will stop you. I've seen it twice, 2 different occasions. So now that I know that, I'm never carrying cardboard boxes around.
So weird. I wonder why. What was the
Because
reason?
they're bringing in likely food that's not allowed. And
Look,
like,
leave my rice alone.
no, but it's like, it could be meats, it could be fruit and all that stuff. So yeah, anyway, so this was a fantastic, yes, I love Border Security too. This was such a fantastic show. Chris, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for having my special guest.
Especially thank you for your special guest to come on. I'm
My
so
special guest, Mike Translator.
It was like it's between Gino and Ben.
Because I totally strung you along, like, there's a lot of people from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I thought, whatever, but
Well,
I was
you're
just
so
like,
famous anyway. I didn't even think twice about it, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
that translator thing was so funny. Like, so whenever I can't watch 90 Day Fiance without doing stuff with this app, and Mike's Translator has one last thing to say.
Chris Gore has no game at all and spends way too much time on his phone looking at porn.
What? What the?
She outed her dirty laundry.
Wow. Wow.
What a snitch.
Oh my God.
So don't touch his phone if you ever meet Chris.
Wait, here we go.
I could translate for X-Ray Girl all day and all night.
Ooh.
Oh, do I not speak English? At this rate, I've been caught. I've been slurring. I have been streaming since 1 p.m.
Wait, because that's right. You're on Real BBC.
Yeah, and then I did my own stream, and I got a little drunk on that stream. Yeah, I started early.
Awesome.
It's called Poor Choices for a reason.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate you having me. I know when you like, because I watch a lot of live streams, and when I saw you guys were so funny, drinking wine and getting like where your teeth are like purple. Like that's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's really good.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I watch you on like not just this stream, but other streams too. It's so fun. And like, I love, yes, exactly. A little drunk. And, you know, like, I don't know. I just thought like, I watch this show every week, you know, like I should share whatever limited knowledge I have. And I'm glad to find other people who care. And Tugs, thank you so much. If
Thank you.
you know, if I'm ever through Vegas, I will say hello. I
Yes.
promise. And X-Ray Girl, if you ever make it to the United States,
Again, yes, I will.
again, yes, I know. Like I've talked about going to maybe to the meetup in Orlando, maybe in the fall. So we'll see about that. And just thank you for being cool about the dumb joke I played on you.
Oh, that
I
was
love it.
amazing. It
Okay.
was perfect.
Okay, good. All right, good. You're not too
Thank
upset
you
with
so
me.
much for
No, not even upset at all. Because like
Okay,
the two
good.
of us were like, "What's gonna happen?" I'm scared.
Oh,
What
good,
is on his
good.
phone?
But no, it's just a blast, and I like talking about this show. I love talking about 90 Days Beyond because it's such a dumb, fun show, and it's about more than just what's on the surface. It's also about life and relationships, and you know, with Mike and Amena with farts and burping. You know,
That's real life.
it's about real life. So yeah, thank you, Frank Hole. Thank you, Tater Squad. Thank you to everyone in the chat.
You guys are awesome.
It's been awesome.
Red Z, thank you for listening to me slur with my Bud Light, whatever this is.
Oh, how was
Oh,
it?
another
Hours.
one. Oh, that was good. The
Yeah,
sour
this is
watermelon.
watermelon.
I love the sour watermelon candy.
Oh,
Is
this
it
tastes
very
just-
similar?
This tastes like a Jolly Rancher, but with alcohol.
Ah,
Very
I
good,
love
very
that.
I'll have to try them.
So thank you. I'll see you on your next live stream. I'll see you on Friday Night Tights. Eric K, thank you. For everyone who gave me shit in the chat, I deserve it. That's cool.
We're
I'm
gonna
cool
bring
with it.
Chris back for the tell all. This is not the
Oh,
end of this.
Yes,
Yes,
The
we
tell-all.
will make Ryan Kinnell and Chris
yes.
show,
And
show up.
I get my girlfriend because my girlfriend knows way more than I do. So I'll see if I can convince her to come on to see if she will. Yes. A
I know.
food
On
for
top
drink,
of talking
really?
about 90 Day Fiance, he's drinking
Yeah,
food drinks.
exactly. This is like I can drink these. I call this the all-day drink. I can drink it all day. Biggs McSteel. I don't feel drunk. I'm just a little buzzed. That's all I need.
Yep.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'll be
Thank
back.
you.
I'll be back. And thanks again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. That was a
All right.
All right.
Take care.
So we're gonna leave off. Thank you for joining. Tomorrow, we'll decide if we're gonna do a stream. And yeah, have a very good night. Bye,
Good night,
everyone.
Bye.
Happy National Margarita Day.